Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. Now we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, gang! What's going on, everybody? It's Pass the Gravy, episode 589. It's Alex, Pat, and Bobby Jokes. Happy Gravy Day, everybody. My whole thing is thrown off. We're in a different room, and I don't like it.
Also, it's our last podcast of Spooktober.
It is our last podcast of Spooktober, although we've never called it Spooktober until just now.
Not this year, but we've done it in the past. I'm just enjoying the fact that there's literally someone sitting right outside the door,
Hearing all of our weird conversations.
Yeah, I'm like someone who works here is going to find out exactly how stupid you are today.
I think she already had an idea.
But like it's going to be
I think
hammered
she already
in
had
now.
an idea. We usually sit. We have Rod that is working next to us, and he hears our dumb stuff, and now it's Sophia that gets to hear it. So lucky her.
Yeah, what a lucky lady.
But shout out to us for playing through adversity today. We showed up like we always do, and we're denied of our studio, so I'm a little upset.
Yeah, I was going to start a fight, but like I didn't want to cause problems at your place of work. You know,
Right.
I could have just walked in and be like, "Oh, my bad," but like farted on my way out.
Oh yeah,
like established dominance.
Yeah, go do that. Let's go do that real fast and then come right back. What are you guys up to? What's going on with you guys?
You know, just another day in paradise. Just woke up in one of those moods where I was like, I love my country and hate my government.
Yeah.
So I've just been kind of like, me and the boys have just been in the group chat hyping each other up about like just yelling and being angry at shit. You know, just basic white dude stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like our lives aren't bad.
Toxic masculines.
Oh, dude, it's so toxic right now in the group chat.
Yeah, the toxicists.
But it's fun.
Is it fun?
Dude, it's actually a lot of fun. It's a great way to vent. Like because there's nothing you can do about it. You can hate your government as much as you want. Nothing will change. Nothing's going to happen. So if you just get to yell about it a little bit, it's like it's the male version of, you know how when like women just want to complain and don't want you to offer like solutions, they just need to vent. It's the male version of venting. It's just talking about toppling your government. It's like this and the Crusades are the two things that dudes dream about.
Or the Roman Empire.
I still don't think about the Roman Empire.
I think about it some now. I try to at least a couple of minutes a day. Reflect on it.
I mean, like, it's
That's where we started, you know? Go back. This is how we got here.
Really, the only time I think about it is when I see the trailers for Gladiator 2.
And when I think about things that weren't built in a day.
Or if I see aqueducts.
Aqueducts, yeah.
That's actually the only time I'm like, that's Roman.
Yeah.
They figured it out way long ago.
Whenever like the soccer team Roma plays and that pops up on your like scoreboard on ESPN, you're like, oh, hey.
People always talk about how like the British Empire fumbled the bag, but I don't think it ever fumbled it harder than the Roman Empire.
But they weren't as like they were big, but then like when stuff really started popping, the British took over, and it was like they were the kings of it.
They were going up against the Ottoman Empire a lot. You know, they had some other superpowers they were dealing with.
That's the right answer to that at all. I don't know if that's the right answer to that, but whatever.
I still say the Rome, but you know what?
Rome podcast. We're just guys talking about history, man.
They kept the important parts of their culture. It's like, okay, we lost all of our land mass, all of our power, but we have the best food in the world, and that's what really matters.
Yeah,
like Italian food from Italy,
and we have mafias.
It's one of like the only reasons I would ever consider leaving the United States is to go eat Italian food in Italy,
and to see their leaning towers.
Nah, I don't give a shit about I just want to go to restaurants.
Do you know the Leaning Tower of Pisa is empty? Like if you look in it, there's just like it's just like hollow. Like I thought that they built like a building, and then the building just.
Well, they've been supporting that thing for over 100 years. Otherwise, it would have toppled,
dude.
Stupid.
Well, as everybody knows
Rome,
the picture.
They went from building aqueducts to a tower that can't even stay upright. Like they lost their architecture, but they kept the food.
Fucking go woke, go broke. That's what I always say, Pat. The story is old time. Just look at the damn Leaning Tower.
Yeah, but hey, at least we got a dope food out of it, you know.
That's true.
Because without that, we wouldn't have pizza.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, because like the angle of it, the dude who invented pizza, he was looking at it and was like, a triangle. If you like draw a straight line down
the
side,
if we put two leaning towers of Pisa together.
Yeah, he's like, how could I make a food out of that, and what would be best in triangles? And then he came up with pizza.
That is a fun fact. I don't think a lot of people realize that's the origin
Most
of
don't.
Pizza. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. You should learn something new every day, whether or not it's historically accurate.
That's up to you. That's up to you. All right.
If you believe anything on this podcast, that's your fault.
So I was at a friend's house the other day, and I had a drink, and I set my drink down, just opened a beer, set it on this coffee table. He was like, "Hey, can you put a coaster under that?" And I was like, "Yeah, my bad, dude." And then I thought about it, and it's like, I'm all for protecting your table, but like, at what point are we getting too far with coasters? Where it's like, coaster is really just protecting the table, and the table is just a coaster for the floor, and then a rug is also just a coaster for the floor, and everything is really just a coaster for something else. It's just like a Russian doll situation. So like, you start coasters, like, yeah, maybe you're not gonna have a ring on your coffee table, but like, at what point? Like, I'm gonna have a ring on something. Now I'm gonna have a ring on this coaster. Should I have a coaster to make sure that my coasters don't get rings on them? Let's invent that.
Are these chairs coasters for our asses?
They are. I would say so.
2 questions. Was it a wooden table?
I think so. It was wood or faux wood.
And does he live with a woman?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see.
That's understandable. No, I absolutely understood it, and I will abide by you.
Like, dude, this is her rule, and I don't want to make.
I'm not going to do that, but like, chill out a little bit with the coasters, guys. What's the point?
Yeah, like
what's the point?
My friend, like every once in a while, he'll kind of like reach for one, but most of the time he's just like, if my wife gets mad at me, she gets mad at me. I don't give a shit. I bought the fucking table.
Yeah. Like, I have coasters by my computer table, and that's just to be like, this drink is higher up than the other stuff. Don't touch it. That's kind of how, like,
it's just an elevation indicator.
It's like, hey, don't put this by the computer stuff. That's
smart.
Pretty much what I do that for.
Because our dumb brains, we really do need, like, it has to look different so we can see it.
Yeah.
I was making fun of one of the bartenders today because she comes in. I was like, "You're a dude now." She's a girl, but she's now a dude because she couldn't find the trash cans this morning from behind the bar. And then I went out to the dumpster. They were right there. Like, just as soon as she's like, "I'm missing 2 trash cans and a dump bucket." And I walked in, and there's literally a white bucket on the ground, and right next to it 2 trash cans.
Sometimes you just need another set of eyes.
Yeah, but that's a dude brain thing.
Right.
It's like when you look in the fridge, you're like, I can't find it. She walks up, mustard right there.
Yeah.
You'd think you'd be able to see a yellow bottle. You can't.
That's true. With CDs at our old building, Rod would, on the morning show, Ryan would always be like, hey, can you come help me find these? Or like, I would be like, hey, I can't find this CD. Where is it? And then he would come, and like, whoever had asked somebody else to come do it would find it in like 10 seconds.
But see, that's dude brain.
I looked all over, and now I can't see. Everything's the same. Everything looks the same now.
That's our thing, though.
Blacked out.
Women aren't allowed to have dude brain.
No, they can do that.
No.
I think they can now.
No. That's our thing. You could. That's appropriation.
I'll let it happen this time. I'll allow it.
Okay, one time. Everybody gets one.
Right.
But ladies, don't appropriate our dumbness.
So since I think coasters are kind of dumb, I did have an idea. Hear me out. Ghosters. And they're just ghost coasters. So like, for spooky season right now, this is a like next year plan that we get going. Like, be like, you don't want ghost goo, and then we'll make some fake like commercial about like why there's ghost goo, and when you're like haunted, then like there's just like we'll get Slimer from Ghostbusters. We'll just put that there, and then it'll just be like a little green goo. And then Ecto Cooler, we'll just drip Ecto Cooler on the floor and be like, look what happened. This is ghost goo. You want to prevent this, you got to buy ghosters. And then they buy the ghosters. And spoiler alert, there's not really the ghost there. We just don't spill stuff in their house anymore.
Or you could just use it as a prank on people. They come over like, oh, dude, hold on, let me put
the ghoster down there.
Underneath that. And then you just don't put anything there. It's invisible. It's a ghost.
No, because you have to sell them something so they'll buy it.
Package of air.
Because like, if you like anybody that sees ghosts, and I say that, I do that with quotes if you're just listening. Anybody that says they see ghosts, like, they're gullible enough to buy this stuff. So, like, we could just sell them like a yoga mat. We could cut a yoga mat in half and sell 2 of those and then just say, like, these are ghosters. Buy one, get one free.
I like that idea.
It's a 2-for-1 deal. And they're like, what a steal. I got to buy that. And then we just do a late night infomercial and we make it spooky. And then, like, people are like, fuck, I don't want ghost goo in my house. I don't want ghosts to leave rings. Like, I have lived in a haunted house for the last 10 years, and look at all the rings all over my house. And we could just draw rings. Like they don't know.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
Do you want like the walls in the ceiling too? Yeah, Ghosts, they put their
You
cups down
kind of
wherever
got
they
to put
want.
them everywhere, ideally. It's like soundproofing your rooms. You
Ghosts
should
don't have
probably
to deal
just
with
do that.
gravity.
They don't.
They go
can
wherever they want.
Float to wherever.
Also, because this gave me the idea. I want another beer sponsor. I miss it. I got one free idea that I'm gonna give out there.
right.
For next year, maybe next year for Halloween, some Houston brewery needs to make Third Ghost pumpkin ale.
Okay, I like their coast.
Yeah, the Third Ghost. See, that's just one idea. This is the kind of brain you guys have access
I don't hate
to
that.
if you sponsor us with alcohol. And I'm sober right now, so imagine how much better ideas I can get if I'm
It's
drinking
really
beer.
good. Yeah, it's true. I've seen it happen. This guy's got some ideas.
I got a great beer brain.
This guy's got some ideas. What else do I got for Precome segment? I had some Halloween related stuff since it is spooky season, even though I just had an idea for ghosters. Very serious question. Do vampires turn into bats or do bats turn into vampires?
Vampires turn into bats.
So that's not like a caterpillar, like you start small, then you turn into a vampire?
No. There's no cocoon you emerge from as a bat where all of a sudden you're drinking people's blood.
Okay.
It's the vampires, their form. They're just they can shapeshift into the bat. Which why only bats? Why can't vampires do other stuff?
You would think there would be other scary
They're so
birds
powerful.
they could possibly be, like a crow maybe.
Like why even a bird? Like be a spider. Nobody's gonna see you.
Spiders, yeah, that'd be good.
You're just a
any
spider in the
spooky-
corner of the room. Somebody puts your back to you.
Yeah.
Bam! You come out of it.
Is it like an
surprise attack?
like an anamorph situation, or is this like an evolving situation like Pokemon where they have to evolve into a bat, or is it more like I would lean anamorph style where it's like you can turn into the bat and you can turn back into the vampire?
Yeah.
But bats do not turn into vampires.
No, or else Austin would just be done.
How do you know if a bat is a vampire?
You don't.
You don't. That's the scariest part.
That's the super scariest part.
Terrifies me even thinking about it.
But it's not all of them.
But you could you just see a bunch of bats flying at night, and you're like, man, that guy might be a vampire, but maybe not.
You think the bats know?
I mean, the other bats?
Yeah.
They gotta know something's up. Like, hey, who's this guy?
Frank, do you know him?
You guys, does he hang out up here? No, he seems new. What's with this Transylvanian accent? What's up with him, huh?
No, I'm regular Austin bat.
I'm new here. I just moved.
I like how Transylvania's just Russian.
Yeah, but scary Russian. Like scarier Russian.
Because why would we know what that accent is?
Because we saw a movie.
Yeah, it's just Dracula.
Yeah,
That's it.
It's 100% what it is. And forgetting Sarah Marshall.
What do you think is the best Dracula movie ever made? And why is it Leslie Nielsen's Dracula Dead and Loving It?
I was about to say, Interview with the Vampire.
But that wasn't Dracula. That was a vampire.
Yeah, I don't know. They all seem the
Or
same.
maybe
to me.
Blade 3.
Which one is the blade where he makes it rain blood? Is it the first one?
Oh, you mean in the club?
Yeah.
Well, the blood was in the pipes because it was a vampire club. So they're like,
fucking
blood
idiots.
orgy.
Of course it is. You would have a blood orgy, wouldn't you? Fucking vampires, you gross asses.
Yeah. That's for them. That's like licking whipped cream off of your partner. It's just food. What, you've never like been in the middle of doing it and you're like, I could go for a fucking sandwich right now.
No. He's just like, I hope I don't fuck this up. I'm happy to be here.
Baseball.
Happy to be here. Okay, so vampires turn into bats, not the other way around.
Correct.
Werewolves. That's my next topic I would like to discuss with you. Werewolves do turn I could be a werewolf and then a full moon happens and I'd break into a werewolf. But what if I'm blind? Do you have to be able to see the moon? Like if I don't know that it's a full moon, am I still going to turn into a werewolf? Or like if you're a blind werewolf, are you just like immune to it?
I don't think it's a vision thing. I think it's like the radiation from the
That's
full
what it
moon.
is.
That's what. Okay.
You don't have to see the moon to turn.
All right. Because I was going to be like, next question. Why don't you just lock away werewolves?
Because I'm pretty sure.
Seems like a good idea.
What's his name? Lupin.
Professor Lupin.
From Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
like I'm pretty sure he like closed his eyes, but like was still changing. Because otherwise, you could just be like, "Oh no, full moon."
That's exactly what I
Close
based
your
it
eyes.
off to.
Okay, no, that's honestly like that's kind of what I was like. I feel like it won't matter, but I gotta ask the question anyways. And then also, I watched Teen Wolf last week for the first time in a while.
The movie or the show?
The movie.
I never watched this show.
Fantastic film.
It's phenomenal. It's like because it makes you. That movie makes you think the same exact question that Air Bud does.
Could a werewolf
nobody's
play
gonna say anything
basketball?
about this? There's a dog on the floor.
This guy literally just turned into a wolf in front of us. What do
We
we
have
like?
a 5'6" high schooler who's now dunking with his entire torso above the rim, and nobody sees a problem with this.
But also, like, he just went through puberty. I don't know. He's a fucking grown boy.
Also, like, imagine being in the stands there and you see that happen. One, you have to reconcile the fact that werewolves are real. Two,
You never thought, you're like, holy shit, they are real?
two, you have to be like, well, apparently they're not that violent, so the media's been lying to me. And three, you're like, it's not even a full moon. So then you're like,
that was my biggest question to like, how do you?
because then you have to be like, well, how do I stop it? A silver steak isn't going to work because everything else has been lied about them.
That's true.
Can I pet him?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't eat. But
And then, like,
he
if-
seemed friendly.
If my son is playing against his team, I believe they were the Beavers. If my son is playing against the Beavers, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? What this? You guys see this? How is this allowed? And then the refs be like, there's no rule that says a werewolf can't play basketball. No, nothing in the rule book says that.
We're just letting mythical creatures dunk on my 15-year-old son
This
now.
just seems wrong. He seems violent, and he could hurt anyone at any time.
I've always wanted to see the second one, but I never have. It's got Jason Bateman.
Yeah, it does.
I've always heard about it. I'm like, oh, Bateman,
that's
I'm
what-
all in. I've never once even tried to look it up.
That's what I'll do tonight.
I just like the idea of it being there.
Yeah, they're like, Robert, like, you've never seen Teen Wolf. I know that.
No,
You should
never.
go watch it. And it's like a little time capsule.
See, but the only thing you said Teen Wolf, Pat, and I thought the show. I know Teen Wolf the show. I didn't know there was a movie.
So the movie wasn't
show
so
was
much a
pretty
drama.
good, though.
So in the movie, Robert, it's Michael J. Fox. It's from the 80s. And he's just like, I don't know. It's not puberty because he's past that. He's not 12.
He's in high school.
But all of
though.
a sudden, he just like turns into a vampire, or not a vampire, a werewolf. And he's like, oh, what is happening? And then like his dad walks in the room and is also was like, I need to tell you something. Like all this time, his dad, like, he never caught a glimpse of it growing up.
Yeah.
Like, they're like,
Hey,
oh yeah,
like, hey,
this is
I'm a
how
little
it goes
hairy.
in our family. We're werewolves. We're like, what the fuck, Dad? I feel like I could have gotten a warning about this and not just one day freaked out when my entire body just sprouted with hair and I could jump 14 feet in the air.
Did you know that Teen Wolf and Back to the Future came out the same year? I just was trying to see how far apart they were, and they were the same year, 1985.
That's like a Jim Carrey doing all those movies back to back run. Nobody talks about Michael J. Fox
That's
pulling it
wild,
off like
dude.
that.
Michael J. Fox was on it.
Michael
Man.
J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox, yeah. Michael J.
Which, by
Fox
the way,
was Alex P. Keaton.
Why do we not have a porn star named Michael J. Fox?
There probably is. If you search it, I bet it'll pop up.
I've never seen it.
Never searched it, but I bet something's there.
Yeah, but you know, I've watched a lot of football, so I've seen most things happen in football. I feel like I would have come across it in
Michael
porn
J.
at this point, you know?
Fox. Yeah.
I've been watching porn for over 20 years now.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
It would seem like a popular name.
Also, there's a porn parody of everything.
Oh, there's definitely got to be. If you can think about it, it's been done.
Yeah, but like I haven't seen it, and if there is, then definitely one of the characters' names in there has to be Michael J. Fox.
Marty McFuck. This is Back to the Fuck, sure.
Back to the Fucture 2.
Back to the Fucture 2. Electric Boogaloo.
I love
We
it.
have to come back.
That's what we should do next year.
Yes,
just
to get your
let's
comeback.
just write over the course of the year. We'll write a bunch of porn parodies about Halloween movies.
We'll just get AI to do it.
Instead of the Mummy, we'll have the Step Mummy.
I do like that. I do like that a lot.
Dracula dead and boning it.
Dead and Bone. I love that.
This is what my calling should have been, just to like
Just a porn name.
be in
come up
porn, but
with.
not on camera.
Just a vibes guy.
Well, I don't even necessarily want to be in the room,
Probably too many of those guys.
but like I feel like I could write. Like I'm not a writer, but I'm good at puns. I could definitely write porn. There's like 3 lines of dialogue in every movie.
But I don't think you really like. That's the thing about porn. I don't think you need writers. I think you're just like, hey, say this.
It's more like coming up with a scene. I can do that.
Yeah, but I think so can porn directors, which is why they're porn directors. Where they're like, I don't know, what's the situation that leads to sex? What can we get a girl doing that's gonna bend her over?
Yeah, like, what does
she's
the
at the
director
gym. I don't know. Done.
Hey, now you guys have sex. Pff, this guy's a great director.
This guy gets it. This guy knows. I liked his vision.
Hey, well, go to Doggy. This guy's the Scorsese of porn.
What the fuck, dude? Didn't see that coming.
Porn Scorsese.
Don't. All right. Last thing I had for Precome segment was I wanted to do a little reading. This came across my screen. Oh, it was deleted. God damn it.
Oh, you didn't screenshot it, you stupid bastard?
No, I didn't. I didn't expect it to be deleted. Oh, no. Okay, well, it said girl wanted to host a real life The Bachelorette, and she basically, it was a guy that was matched with her on Tinder, and he just posted the comment or the discussion, and she was like, hey, so kind of a weird ask, would you be interested in being a part of like a Bachelorette style date where I invite several other guys over, I'll have drinks, we'll have like TV on, maybe you can make some other friends, and then I pick a winner at the end of the night after a couple of competitions. He's like, yeah, I'm a pass. That sounds great though.
So it's speed dating, but with only one
But it
woman.
was just like the balls to think like, I'm going to go on Tinder and do this. It's called.
And there's a lot of desperate
It's
dudes
from
out
I'm the Main Character subreddit, which is one of my new favorite subreddits that I came across, and it's just people that think that they are the main character being the worst.
It's like those girls that are like, yeah, I don't pay for food. I just go on 7 Tinder dates a week.
Look, girls got to eat.
And she's like, yeah, but like, what if I just did them all in one day?
Just did all the dates in one day. Yeah, right? Like, all right.
Like,
Everybody's got to buy
I'm
me
trying to find
food.
love, but like,
Let's wrap it up.
I got things to do this week. I only got one day free.
You ain't trying to find love. You're just mailing it in at this point, and I'm not a part of your circus. So, oh well, that's what happens when I don't screenshot things. I should have screenshotted it. Fuck.
I'm just picturing like she does like the whole season, but in like one night.
No, I
She's
think
like,
it was
okay.
just one night.
That's what I'm saying. But like she does everything that goes on in the season in one night. She's like, okay, tell your parents, everyone's parents be at
My
get here
parents
at
are
8.
here.
At 7 o'clock, I'm gonna one by one take you all to the closet. We're all gonna bang one out real quick.
It's real fast.
Or once I get down to the
just
final
feel like
4,
we
we'll
have-
bang real quick.
We just
then
have
I'll meet
this
your parents.
connection.
Your dad will be like, I can smell him on you.
Yeah, that Golden Bachelor or Golden Bachelorette was on the other night, or whenever I don't know, but I was watching it and like it was just like the first couple of them, and he's like, I just this connection that we have with each other. And I was like, well, like it's a show where you're one of a bunch of dudes and she's the only girl. Like I would hope that you kind of sort of feel like you have a connection if you got cast on that show.
I gotta be honest. If that was me, like I feel like there's a 0% chance I would have the connection.
I would
with the
be
woman.
there for the zip line,
But no, I would be like, I came out of here with 3 really good buddies.
and then we zip lined the whole.
Like
fucking
her,
time.
I could not care about, but me, Jason, Mark, and Hank will be best friends for life.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna go on a woodworking retreat
Look,
next
dude,
weekend.
do you guys want to just quit this show? You want to go just get some drinks? But guys, y'all aren't gonna win. I don't care. Yeah, we're just gonna go to the bar.
See, and here's my
It's
other
Sunday.
question.
We are no longer interested.
It's the Golden Bachelorette. They're all 60s plus. Are they banging like the young ones?
I don't know. Probably.
Like is some kid really going to school, and somebody else is like, your grandmother fucked 2 guys last night.
Just keeping a body count.
Like, your grandma's banging on TV.
Yeah, I don't know. I do. I think like 3 of those couples have worked out on all of the bachelors and bachelorettes.
I mean, it makes
That's
sense.
wild.
You just lock
A
each other in a room,
relationship
so
show
you
that
think
you only had
fall
3
madly
marriages.
in love.
Survivor and Big Brother have more marriages after that than that, and they're not a dating show,
That's a good point.
right? It's like you've had 20-something seasons, and 3 of them.
It's like the last of all the reality shows you should go on to find love are the ones that are there to find love. Just go on a reality show.
Yeah.
You'll probably find someone that you click with. Because guess what? It's not just one
and
option.
you're stuck with them the whole time too. So like, yeah, you got options.
I'm not into
I mean, if
I
somebody
grew
was
up playing
if you were
sports and everything, but I'm not that competitive anyway.
If you were single though and you got to be like the Bachelor, that'd be kind of sick. hey, we're just gonna bring 20 chicks and you get to hang out with them for.
I gotta be honest. That sounds. I'd rather.
It seems like it would sound like a fun idea, but then I'd be like, I'm a little burnt out on this. Can we get rid of the chicks?
I would rather be on The Bachelorette than be the Bachelor, because as the Bachelor, like I have to entertain 20 different women.
No,
I get
'cause you can be mean.
downtime, and it's me and just women.
But you get to be mean because they have to want you. So you're like, I'm actually gonna go watch football on Sunday. Who wants to join me? And then you're like confessional. You're like, yeah. So fucking Abby didn't come to the bar to watch football, but Emma did, and Emma, that's gonna score some points in my book.
Actually, that would be my thing.
That's gonna get it past the goal line.
We would just,
you know what I'm saying?
It would take one Sunday for me to do the entire season. It would just be, okay, who's the last one to talk during the football game? You win.
It's over in like one day.
So who's play? You're out. You're out. You don't get a rose.
No more roses.
Go Cowboys. You're done.
Done. Nope.
Go Pack, go. Well, you spoke, but you said the right thing. I'll keep you around for a little bit longer.
They give you a pick. You make them give you a bet. You keep them. If not, they're out.
The gambler.
He just turned it into a gambling show. I didn't like it.
Every one of you, I need you to give me a pick. I don't know what that means. Just give me one.
Robert, what you got for Precome?
Do you guys do Halloween movies when, seasonal movies?
We have been.
You have been.
Have been.
Sam and I started our first one yesterday. It's going to be our one and only. Halloween Town.
Okay, I was going to say, because I don't like scary movies.
Neither do I.
So it's...
Well, that's a perfect one then.
Yeah, no, that's I was going to be like, what are we talking about when you go with this? So yeah, Halloween Town, that's perfect.
Yeah, we do it every year. Last year, we actually did a bunch more. I think we did the sequel and Hocus Pocus as well.
I was going to say Hocus Pocus. If I had to pick one for you, that would be
Emma was watching Hocus Pocus yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, but this year we're only doing one. Sam seemed not super excited about Halloween this year. She was already more into Christmas, more than I've seen her into Christmas before.
I don't like that. I don't know
how I feel about it either. We went to
just give it some time to breathe, Sam. Give it a couple weeks. You can get ready for Christmas then. But this is a little early.
She's also skipping Thanksgiving,
right? Give Thanksgiving its shine.
We went to a hardware store over the weekend, and they have their Christmas stuff already. Stuff up already, and there was a huge 8-foot tall animatronic Grinch, and she was so excited.
That is cool.
That does sound cool.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Did not get it. It was I think $400.
How the Grinch fuck Christmas. I can't turn it off.
That wouldn't. I mean,
they definitely have made that one already.
Probably.
I've seen screenshots.
Probably.
But also, you can't skip 2 holidays.
Yeah.
She skipped Halloween and Thanksgiving.
Well, we're watching Halloween.
What does she have against the fall?
What is, great question, Pat.
She's just like, nah, I'm on to the winter.
It just started fall.
Also, did you say last year you watched it? So you watched Halloween 2 or Halloween Town 2 last year, but not the original?
No, we watched them both. We watched the original and the sequel.
Little movie marathon.
Watched Hocus Pocus.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But this year, just the one.
I mean, I get it. Christmas is great.
Yeah, but the Christmas has you could watch a Christmas movie 2 different Christmas movies a day and not have enough. But Halloween's I don't like scary movies, so I'm very limited in what I'm watching.
But my biggest problem with it is the coldest day we've had yet so far has been 75 degrees outside.
Yeah.
You can't even think about Christmas when I walked outside today and I started sweating.
Really?
Not a lot, but once I went back in the air conditioning, I was like, oh, I'm perspiring.
He said it just like that.
I do declare it is humid out there.
Bust out your fan.
No, that's why I keep a rag in my back pocket. Pop, pop,
But you're
pop,
calling
pop.
her out, though, on this. This is insane behavior to just go all in on Christmas right now.
She's not all in. I'm saying she's more
Okay.
excited for Christmas. She can't wait for it to get closer, so then she can go all out.
But Thanksgiving...
I don't know what that means yet, but we're going to find out.
Yeah. What is going on?
Means you better get a great gift for her this year because
Yeah.
she's all jacked up on Christmas.
Or you're going to get something really cool.
I think Sam also knows that I don't like holiday-themed movies. I don't care for Halloween movies. I don't care for Christmas movies. I think that's it, really. I
had
guess
to pick
fall
one.
Not even
movies.
Die Hard?
That's not really, but okay. Yeah,
Shut
it
your
is.
mouth.
Yeah, it is. Sure it is. I'm allowing it. Everything is. So, because Harry Potter is a Halloween and a Christmas movie. Did you know that?
No, you can only be one, though.
Nope.
You can't have
Nope.
multiples.
You can be them all. You can be one, you can be it all. All right?
Easy there.
That's the times we're living in, pal. Get with times. 2024. Harry Potter's both. Whatever it identifies as.
World was better when I was a kid.
Back before JK got all riled up. Started saying all that shit. Yeah, dude. It's not like you gotta give Halloween its due. We were very big on the like, hey, chill out about the early spooky season stuff too. Like let's let football have its time. Like everything needs to have its time. I kind of, as I'm talking, she doesn't eat meat, so she probably doesn't give a shit about Thanksgiving.
Not really. I mean, she likes the family aspect of it.
The giving thanks.
Big tofurkey person.
She's never had tofurkey before.
Good. It shouldn't exist. Tofu should only exist inside of Japanese restaurants in their soup.
Miso soup.
In miso soup. Miso soup, great. I've never had tofu outside of that, actually, so I don't know.
I
it
have,
could be good.
and it's not great.
It's ass.
It's just, it tastes like nothing. Like you can season it, but it's just like a blob of like just picture Jell-O with no flavor, and then you flavor it that way.
Yeah, it reminds me of feta cheese without flavor.
It's kind of what it is. But you can like,
as long as it's in
you
miso
barbecued
soup.
it, and it's like, oh, I just soaked it in barbecue sauce. Like that doesn't. I just like the taste of barbecue sauce. It's not that it's tofu. But yeah, like if you're like tofu's so good, then why you try and be everything else, bro?
It's a fair point.
It's a very old take, but still. So, Halloween movies.
Halloween movies, the one and only. Are you watching anything, Pat?
I actually didn't.
You got it, dude.
Dude, it's sports season.
David S. Pumpkins. Watch it every day. It's posted up Past Gravy.
I mean,
at Past Gravy
yeah,
Pod.
but like an actual like full length movie.
The David S. Pumpkins Halloween special.
I probably should watch Hocus Pocus though. I love that movie.
Or Hubie Halloween.
And also Zachary Binks is just one of the greatest names of all time.
That is a good name. It's a really good name.
I've never seen Hubie Halloween.
Dude, go watch it.
I have no
Dude, you'll love
interest.
it. You'll love it. Weren't they going to make a second one?
Maybe. I know Adam Sandler had that Netflix deal. Did he already fulfill it?
I don't know. Yeah,
I feel like
you have to make like 10 movies. He's like, here's one.
It's probably like a rolling deal. Like, just keep shitting them out, Adam.
That's kind of what it
People
is.
will
Yeah.
keep watching them. Some of them have been good.
Halloween Town. Good movie. Good movie.
Great movie.
Solid movie. All right. Let's move on to some Robert Felines. Who wants to do Robert Felines, huh?
I'm always in.
All right. If you're new or you need a refresher, Robert Felines, there are words that are code words for other words. We give you a word or a couple of words that mean something else. Robert Feline is just the proper name for bobcat. So we're going to give you a couple of words. You're trying to figure out what our real word that is the code word is, and we will see if you understand from my explanation right there. But Pat, why don't you start us off?
All right.
With a Robert Feline. I have 3 for us this week.
I've got 2. The first one is the first name of a quarterback. So Robert's
That's
pretty much out of this one.
incredibly specific.
It is, but I didn't know what other category to put it in.
Got it.
Bluebird Bear House. Bluebird Bear House.
J. Bear House. Fuck, I don't know. Is it J?
I mean, I feel like from there you should be able to
Jay
reverse
Cutler?
engineer it. No. It's the first name.
First name. Jaden. Jaden Daniels.
Bears live in dens.
Yeah.
Bear
Yeah.
House. I was like, I wish I could come up with a better one,
Jason.
but really I thought of Bluebird Bear House, and I was like, I just like saying that.
That's a fun one to say. It is a fun one to say.
And my other one, it is a Beatles song.
Okay.
Okay. Orgasm in conjunction.
Come together.
There you go.
So you said orgasm. I was like, I know it.
Yeah.
It's gotta-
It's got to become, right?
Strawberry Fields Forever. Everybody knows that. All right, mine are not very, very difficult, I don't think. This is a fruit. Sun pouches. Sun pouches. It's a fruit. Also works as sun pouch. Doesn't have to be pouches, but it could be.
I'm having trouble thinking of fruits.
Orange, apple.
Yeah, like watermelon, bear, like strawberry, blueberry. Yellow berry.
Pouch.
That's what's throwing me off. Raisin?
There we go.
Zen pouch.
Sun,
Okay.
Ray. I wanted to do devil pouches, but I was like, I don't know if that works. Sun pouches is raisins. Next one is a monster. This is a monster. British mom.
Mummy.
Yep. That was kind of right there in plain sight.
I'm happy that I even thought to do it in the accent.
Mummy. Crikey.
Mummy, my porridge is cold.
That was good. I'm glad that you picked up on that. I was like, this is going to be like a very easy one, I thought. All right, last one I have is this is a song. Maybe a Halloween song specifically. Under the Bed Squish.
Monster Mash?
Yep.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb.
But I always feel good when I get them.
Yeah. It's like it gasses the boys up.
Like, duh,
It
that's
gasses
so
the boys up to
obvious.
get
And then
it.
other obvious ones, I'm like, I can't think of one
But
word.
you feel smart, and you're like, it's not really that smart, but I feel smart because I solved a puzzle. And that's smart people stuff. Robert, what do you got?
I have one sent in from Mundo.
Ooh.
We'll stay musical with it. This is a singer. Seamstress Fast.
Something quick. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
I was like, Sabrina Carpenter.
I was like,
No.
Raimundo loves Taylor Swift.
T-Swizzle,
Fast,
man.
swift, quick, done. Nailed it. Look at us. If you want to send any, and don't send them to the Pass the Gravy Twitter account because we can see that, at Robert Robosa03. Make sure you give Robert the answer and a category too, because we've had some where they didn't. And if we don't know the answer, it kind of defeats the purpose of us guessing. All right. Let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment where we tell you what's back in the news according to us. It's brought to you this week by PassTheGravyMerch.com. We don't ever ask for any money on this podcast. We offer it for free on YouTube and wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you want to go read, you can read the podcast now. It transcribes it. You just read us like a book. It's pretty great. But we don't ever ask for money. We just ask that if you'd like to support the podcast, you go get some merch. PassTheGravyMerch.com. We do have our Gravy Gang 2024 tank tops. Election season is coming to an end, thank fucking God. But this is the best time to go get it. And I bet you if you buy it now, Robert, you'd probably get it by Election Day, huh? If you ordered it today as you're listening, you'd get it probably right in time, although you can't wear it to the polls.
Right, you can't wear it to the polls.
Remember Skylar Lester? Shout out Skylar Lester. He almost got in trouble. I got not allowed to vote that day because he wore a Dallas Kill JFK People Don't Forget shirt.
Yeah, did he have to turn it inside out?
They made him turn it inside out, but they wanted to kick him out, and he was like, "Can I just do
Like,
this?"
this candidate's been dead for 40 years.
Like, this isn't, but he's a Democrat. Clearly, you're trying to rig the election. JFK is, that is.
I said that's more like 60 years. 40 years ago was the 80s.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. PassTheGravyMerch.com does matter, though, and that's where you can go to get not just the Gravy Gang 2024 shirts, which are awesome. They got tanks of that, too. The Ladalettes, their World Tour shirts available, and tanks as well. The Gravy Gang Sun shirts, the Gravy Gang Dad hats, the PTG Icy shirts, and the tie-dye Dad hats. Don't forget those shorts. I mean, it's Texas. You can still rock the shorts, and these are the most comfortable shorts ever, and they're a really good, like, just around-the-house shorts. I love that about them. Love that about them. Walking the dog shorts.
Great free balling shorts.
And maybe my personal favorite, probably my personal favorite, it's the April Fool's Somewhere shirt. And it's just got the Grim Reaper on it. He's got a parrot. It's like Jimmy Buffett. It's April Fool's Somewhere, you know? That's just the lifestyle I kind of live. So if you like to live that lifestyle, PassTheGravyMerch.com. This is the best way to show your support. You get some cool shit, and you help us keep the lights on. You help us keep Bobby Jokes around, because God knows we gotta keep that guy around, because I think he's getting sick of us.
He loves his Louis Vuitton. We gotta.
When they took our studio today, when they took the Gravy or the Pass the Gravy Harambe Memorial Studios, brought to you by iHeartRadio, presented by LittleMShop.com. When they took those away from us, Robert was like, "I'm fucking leaving." I was like, "Robert, no." And I had to give Robert $1,000 cash.
He almost walked.
I had to give him $1,000 cash right out of my pocket. Thank God I had $1,000 on me.
You rolling? Like
I usually don't, but today I did. Thank God. Today I did. PassiveGravyMerch.com. So it would really help us out. Go get some cool stuff. Post it to us at PassiveGravyPod on Twitter, IG, wherever. We're going to repost you, give you a shout out on the podcast. PassiveGravyMerch.com, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kid segment. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. All right, our first Comeback Kid. It's Halloween, dude. It's Halloween. Obviously, it's Halloween. Halloween's back.
Are you jacked up for tomorrow?
I'm a little bit excited because it's my daughter's first Halloween. Not that she's gonna be aware of what's going on at all. She's 4 months old, so she'll just be kind of like hanging out. But it'll be cool to see her in a costume. Like babies dressed up is always funny.
Are you wearing one to work?
Not to work. Not to work. I have a David S. Pumpkins shirt I was planning on wearing to work. I'm wearing a Halloween shirt today.
Yeah, that counts.
I'm wearing my I Think You Should Leave the Bones of the Skeletons Money shirt.
Oh, yeah, that's a great shirt.
So are the worms.
Yeah, somebody at work today was like, I'm going to wear my something hat tomorrow. I was like, cool, as long as you take it off before you clock in.
I was...
See, we're a restaurant.
We haven't been watching necessarily a ton of like Halloween movies, but we have been like going on The Office Halloween. Like you just can go like Halloween episodes of The Office and you can run it through that. And Peacock has it where you can watch like all the NBC shows like that. And I was watching Modern Family just in the background as I was doing some stuff the other day. And there was an episode where Mitch is he's trying to appeal to the jury because he's an attorney, and the court reporter, or like the stenographer, the typer lady is dressed as a spider because it's Halloween, and she's like typing the whole time with 18 hands, it looks like, and the jury just can't stop looking at him. And I was like, that was all time like weird things that people could wear to work. It's like, you know what you're doing.
Great though.
It's perfect for a sitcom, but it's like that is weird when like you go to a place. It's like, I'm at the bank. Why are you wearing are you a fireman?
If the judge dressed as an executioner.
Yeah, I don't want the judge dressing up for Halloween. Don't want the judge dressing up for Halloween. But Halloween's pretty cool, and I'm glad that people are getting to enjoy it. And I don't know if we're gonna. I don't like you don't do the door with a 4-month-old, right? We might do one. Maybe we go to the next door neighbor.
Show
my
it to your parents.
Well, we're going to my parents, but like we're gonna probably just hand out candy most of the time and watch the Texans, and then. Like my mom's next door neighbor is like, maybe we just go to her. I'm like, what's up? Can we get candy for my kid? And then walk right back.
Like, and as you're walking away, you're popping the candy.
Oh, by the way,
mouth.
my kid can only have milk chocolate. And then I take that and then I trick him.
That's smart.
I'm really excited to eventually get to do dad taxing though.
You can dad tax the entire thing this time.
Oh, dad's taxing all the Reese's.
Emma reaches for her one. You're like, no. There's no mom tax.
You just spit her out?
Dad tax.
I did all real work.
Dad tax.
I'm
supposed to get fat.
Are y'all doing anything?
No one comes up like to our neighborhood.
They're kind of like on the street.
Yeah, it's not a neighborhood at all. There's no kids that walk by.
You have your duplex neighbor.
Yeah.
You should go next or downstairs. It's next door, but also downstairs, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You should just go and be like, trick or treat, and then hope she comes up to yours.
That'd be really funny.
Just take like a red marker and like just put a little bit on your nose and be like, I'm Rudolph.
But you should go separately, and then Sam should go, and then you should change costumes while Sam's doing hers, and then Sam should change costumes, and then all right, you guys,
you just
aren't
like tricking
anybody.
No, we're different.
Put a mustache on and then turn back around.
Then go back together, and then go and put Sam on your shoulders, but with like a trench coat.
Oh, that would be a great
That's a really tall kid, high schooler. Must be a high schooler, huh? We never get trick-or-treaters. This is insane. This is the 6th one.
I forgot that tomorrow was Halloween until like, I think it was at like 1 o'clock today. Somebody said the thing about wearing a hat. And I was like, no. I was like, oh yeah, tomorrow's Halloween. I'm working. Which is fine.
My first job ever was Kroger. I got $5.25 an hour, and I worked on Halloween there one year, and it was like a Saturday or Sunday. Because I don't remember why this guy was getting ready to go to like a Halloween party, but he didn't wear. Like, he just showed up in like jeans and a t-shirt, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "We can wear costumes today." I was like, "What is your costume?" He's like, "I'm guy on my day off," and I was like, "Okay,
that's a great
I like
costume."
that. I like that." And like our boss fucking hated it. But it was really funny. He's like, "I'm here."
That'd be a great one. Like, if your work allows you to dress up on it, and you just dress up and like comfy. I'm Casual Friday.
Casual Friday guy, yeah.
but it's Thursday and you get away with it. Imagine if you have back-to-back casual Fridays this year. Oh,
that'd be sick. That would be sick.
Imagine being excited for that. You'd be like, oh, my life is soul-crushing.
Yeah, like I don't have to wear khakis tomorrow. Fuck yeah.
Khakis are comfortable. I think you're just buying bad pants if they're not comfortable at this day and age. I think we've pretty much figured out how to make all fashion comfortable. Except for high fashion, that looks uncomfortable.
Yeah. I got a few pair of pants. See, I get mine tailored, though.
That's what, dude, that's the hack, bro. If you want to enjoy your pants, get them fucking tailored, bro.
Yeah, I just buy pants that fit. And actually, even if they don't.
Yeah, no, but that's the part. When they're tailored, they fit right to you. So it's like, guess who they fit? Me. Guess who wears them? Me.
I still wear baggy jeans, dude.
I think baggy jeans are coming in style again, though.
I've been out of style for 15 years. It's about time it was cyclical.
You're getting your Riz back.
No, I don't like the baggy, especially at the bottom. Like if there's like some
like a
room,
Jinko.
If like there's room through like the hip, that's sort of okay. But like at the bottom, if it bunches up,
I hate that.
I don't like that.
Drives me crazy. Mm-hmm. And I have skinny little bitch legs too. So like I never look like I'm like wearing pants right. I always look like I look like I was somebody that was in a wheelchair for most of my life until just recently, where I have like no leg muscles.
Like I think most of my jeans are 30 length, but I think I've got one pair that's either like 32 or 34. I never know until I like put them on, and then I put on my shoes and I'm like, oh, these are so bunchy at the bottom.
I'm 30-30.
I just walk out the door.
Those are my measurements on that 30-30. And that's how I make sure that I've done that since high school. Sometimes I went to 32-30 and I was really self-conscious about it.
I am well past that.
I also don't like buying pants. So it's like, nope, run. We're not going to buy clothes, Alex.
Yeah,
we're not going to do that.
Walmart.
Or I'll just starve myself that too.
I know where the jeans are in Walmart. That's where I buy them.
That's true. No, you don't buy the Walmart jeans. I mean, they work. If they work for you, they work for you.
Wranglers. Brett Favre and Dale Earnhardt told me wear Wranglers. I wear Wranglers.
You got to get some good jeans though. Jeans fuck. Having good jeans, then like you're happy walking around in jeans, like lounging around the house in jeans. That's cool.
When you're like,
you feel like you're like a rock star a little bit because like, why am I wearing jeans? And
when your favorite pair is like dirty and you have to put on another pair that you haven't worn in forever, and you put them on, they're stiff, and you don't have full range of motion, it really makes you appreciate your broken in pair.
Do you ever have the jeans,
pair of jeans,
like when you walk, they swish together, and you have the?
I'm fat. All of my pants do that.
I hate that. That drives me crazy. That would be one of my biggest pet peeves, and it happens to me regularly. But yeah, just find a pair of jeans you like and like buy 3 pair of the exact pair of jeans. And then you have to buy one that's a different color so it doesn't look like you only wear the same jeans.
That's what I did with this style of pants. I bought 3 different colors of this style of pant.
Let me see what you got.
And just
oh, dude, I like those.
Yeah.
That's like heavy khaki, like brown khaki.
Mm-hmm. I got like a blue, like a light blue one, some pink ones, and some red ones.
Oh, I've seen the red ones. And I think I've seen the pink ones too, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I got those tailored, $110 for all 3. Because I get them hemmed and I get them like tailored, like tapered in a little bit.
Yep, same. But it's a game changer, dude. If you have all of your pants are tailored, like I've been thinking about like I'm not gonna do it, but I've been thinking about it with jackets. Dude, you know that like when you put on tailored pants and it's just like it goes right to where your foot, like right where you want it. Like this works. This works. Then you wear some fucking like you do a wedding and you got to order a suit and like the suit that you order is your measurements. Like it's just not the fucking same. It's not tailored.
One of my like life goals is to get like a really nice leather jacket that like fits me like perfectly. Like I have some jackets just like the arms are just too long and like it'll go over my wrist or maybe sometimes it'll go over my hand. I have to like roll it up.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. I want to get something that's like right to my size.
Yep. Makes me happy that Robert likes getting things tailored. It is a life hack. And if you can afford to do that, I would recommend doing it for like at least 2 pairs of jeans or whatever that you wear. If it's your everyday pair, you'll love it.
Mm-hmm. All I can think about is that the tailoring of each one of his pants cost more than my pants.
Yeah, but then you like comfort. You don't put a price on that except $110.
Here, I bought these pants, and now for 150% of what they cost me, I will buy.
No, that makes
get them
sense. But that's why you buy like jeans, like good jeans. Not that your jeans aren't good jeans, but like I don't know. They get me on the jeans. We're like, this is good quality. I'm like, I want to buy that. It bends well. All right, let's do that.
I just break them in.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm a pretty low maintenance guy.
There you go. No free ads. Shout out Scotch and Soda. Those are my jean go-tos right now.
Ooh,
fucking clutch. should check them out, Bobby.
I'll see those ones online.
Yeah, I've been looking for a good pair of jeans. I don't have jeans. I have black jeans. I've been looking for like blue jeans.
Blue jeans are good, but yeah, then
They're pretty common.
Yeah, you get like the weird colors though, because it's like navy blue jeans. Do I want to go like
The
acid
light blue.
wash? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you're like, this guy's a weirdo. Like if I'm like a 50-year-old dude walking around with like the acid wash on it, like this looks like I'm holding on to some stuff.
But when you have like a main color of jean that you wear forever, and then out of nowhere you'll buy like that light blue one, you're like, I look good in these.
Yeah, yeah.
This is different. And then after a while, you go back to the other color, and you're like, dude, I look good in these. You just trick yourself constantly.
All right,
Like, no, it's just different.
I'm sorry we talked about jeans for 15 minutes.
We're just getting real.
It's just, hey, guys talking jeans.
We're just
right?
guys in
It's
our
just-
30s, you
It's
know.
just real talk, you know?
Well, most of us.
I'm 29.
Most of us are in our 30s.
Well, you round up 30-ish. 30-ish. Halloween's back. Also back. Diwali. Let's not forget Diwali.
Have a happy.
Don't bring any zombies to a celebration of Diwali.
I still don't know what that.
Along
holiday is
came
about.
Polly to celebrate Diwali.
I don't think anybody would know about Diwali if not for that episode.
I
mean,
think
like,
there's an entire culture that would absolutely know about it.
Like, by anybody, I meant anybody here.
Gringos.
Yeah, white people. White
gringos.
people would not know about Diwali if not for that.
I did not. I was unaware. I knew what Diwali was because of The Office, but I was unaware of when it fell. And then years ago, I believe y'all were both on the pod at that time, where I was like, yo, all of my neighbors just like all got Christmas lights this week. It's fucking wild. Like, dude, there's like 8 balconies that just all of them like sprouted up, and they're not even Christmas colors. They're like reds and blues. Like they're not just red and green. They're just crazy. And then I saw that they were all celebrating something. I was like, oh, it's Diwali. And maybe my phone gave me the update that it was that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's what that is. But I was like,
trying to take over Halloween.
No, I was like, they just got jacked about Christmas all of a sudden, but like 8 or 10 families did. That's crazy.
It's coordination.
Shout out to Wally though,
Shout out to Diwali.
and all those that celebrate.
I hope you guys have a happy Diwali.
Enjoy your s'mores. Samosas. What? How hard is it? Graham crackers, marshmallow, chocolate. How hard? How hard is it? All right. Also back this week, garbage. Garbage is back. Everybody's getting called garbage. Everybody, both sides are called garbage now. Everyone.
I don't like it.
If you're listening to this, I don't think you're garbage, but you're falling into a category that is considered garbage by somebody. That's what I've learned this week. That is the like the new meanest word you can say is that people are garbage.
And I don't like, because I am garbage.
I
I don't
am.
like
Like,
people appropriating my garbageness.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a trash can, not a trash cannot. And you saying that being garbage is a negative thing, like, it's Bane. I was born in this.
I've actually not worked years on myself to become the garbage
No,
that
but
I
I
am
think
today.
you do.
No, but by not working on myself, I've become more garbage.
But you're working on not working on yourself.
no, I'm not. I'm putting in no
but
effort.
you are putting in effort to not put in effort. Like you think about that. That
You got my mind in a
that'll
pretzel
fuck you
now.
up. Think about that. You being like, I should do this to improve myself. I'm not going to do that. That takes a lot of willpower every single day to be like, all right, I got to do it. Like, hey, this pile of hair that's been in my bathroom for 6 months, I should just go get the broom and
I
sweep it
don't
up.
have that anymore now that I'm bald.
Right. No, I'm not going to do that. I should really go get that. And then you're like, fuck it. I'll just shave my head and I'll never have to make a pile of hair again. And it was like, that's Pat's.
That's a way, though.
Now you're shaving your head. Like you're working
By
so
being
hard
so
to-
lazy that I don't have hair, I've improved myself by not having piles
But
of
now
hair.
you have a chore to shave your head, but you don't have to do the chore. So really, you are working very hard to not work hard.
But here's another layer of garbage.
And a lot of people don't talk about that. That's the behind the scenes things that you guys don't see. Like, yeah, it looks like he's doing nothing, but he's working really hard to not do anything.
I actually am working hard on it now because I am very confident that my head shaver really I need to replace like the blades on it because it's not cutting nearly as well anymore. I just keep not ordering them. That's why I'm garbage.
And that's just a button you had to hit.
It should be like a minute to shave my head and be done with it, and it's taken 4 or 5 minutes now. They're just not that sharp anymore. But hey, until it just stops cutting,
Yeah.
which it will get to that point where I'll be shaving my head one day and then it'll just like not go down anymore, and I'll have half of a shaved head 40 minutes before I need to be at work, and I'll be like, better find a hat.
Whoops.
I hope I still have one of my Jonathan's hats in my car somewhere.
Yeah, garbage is back, and I think it was Tony Hinchcliffe and then Joe Biden said it on both sides. So everybody's garbage. We're all garbage. But if you listen to Past the Grave, you know this, that you are not garbage. And if you were garbage, you would be the kind of garbage that is the flour on the flour sprouting out of the landfill, and then
you'd be mulch.
You're mulch. But like that's the most beautiful kind of garbage. Is it? No, the most beautiful kind of garbage is something like if somebody accidentally threw out their iPhone. You're like, oh, cool, it's an iPhone.
Ooh.
That's a good garbage. That's good garbage. Yeah. So there we go. Garbage is back. We don't have to get political with it, but it's just that's like the most offensive word this week, which is fun. I think
and people getting super offended.
Yeah,
dude, it's garbage.
We're gonna get into it, but like not into politics, but like I think the election has just broken people's brains right now because everybody's so many people are just so focused on like this, and like so our garbage is a comeback kid. Our other comeback kid is fan interference. Because it's happened. You want
to talk about garbage, Yankees fans.
If you want to, okay, cool. Dodgers fans were also fan interfering too.
Well,
Game 1.
They're just bitches.
Game 1. But last night, Game 4 of the World Series, I did not watch. I'm not watching anymore because I'm done. Baseball's over to me.
You don't enjoy watching your supposed star player?
No, I don't.
Who fixed the gap in his teeth, but can't play in the postseason.
Brings me no joy. But there was a foul ball yesterday in Game 4 of the World Series. Mookie Betts of the Dodgers went to go try and catch the foul ball. He did catch the foul ball, and a Yankees fan tried to rip it out of his glove. I thought it was hilarious. I did not see it live. I saw it on Twitter. It was like, what? Wait, he did it? Did it count? And they're like, no, he was out. All right, that's fine. No harm, no foul. Like, whatever, dude. And then they're like, then I keep scrolling on Twitter like, what a fucking piece of shit. This is the worst thing. Oh, my God. Mookie Betts could have died. He could have seriously injured Mookie Betts. Did you see him? He kind of pulled on his arm. He's just lucky that Mookie's still walking. I was like, what did you guys see? Did you guys see that? Is there another clip where he like beat the shit out of Mookie Betts and I didn't see that part? Nope, that was it. He rips his glove. He rips into his glove, pulls the ball out, ball comes out. Also, not great ball security, Mookie. Not great ball security because that ball did come out. And if this was banana ball, that's fair ball.
Well, actually, if it's banana ball, it's an out because the ball never hit the ground and the fan then caught it.
No, because he knocked it out of his glove. He swiped. Like,
I thought he like grabbed it.
He might have. He might have. But
like,
he didn't
if this was
maintain
a game,
possession.
If this was a game in June, everybody in sports talk would be like, "That was hilarious."
So
like
funny
because it was so obvious. Like he caught it and then he's wrestling with him for like 5 seconds.
He's smiling while he's doing it
and like literally opening up his glove and wrenching.
But that's what makes it funnier. Like it wasn't like he was reaching for the ball and then their hands hit.
He had already caught it. The play was over. It's dead. It's a fan interacting and trying to grab a little bit of joy out of a series that's been so
he was like, I had to come to
Game
4. We're getting fucking swept tonight. God damn it. And then he sees that. And then you pull it up a little bit. But that was what was funny about it. Like, wait, did he yank on the glove? Okay. Like, he just kept fighting for it. And then he's like, we fucking protect this house. That's what I think he said, like, we play D. Like, we protect this. Like, we're going to man up. That's our ball. The ball comes in our territory. Like, that's what, dude, do you not want those guys at your home field?
No, I love it. Like, and I hate Yankees fans. I hate all. That was awesome.
That
was awesome.
Like, okay, I get it. Like, the Yankees are like the Cowboys of baseball. You're gonna shit on me anytime you get an opportunity to. But like the amount of like, oh wow, another scumbag Yankees fan. You're tagging me in that. Like I didn't do it. And then when you try and like replace your team, like if it's an Astros fan doing it, it's like, dude, if the fucking Astros did this, you would be jizzing yourself, being like,
everyone would be like, that's
oh my
funny.
God. Like when Mattress Mac, not saying anything bad about Mattress Mac, but Mattress Mac was like, shut the fuck you, yelling at that guy. Everyone's like, fuck yeah, dude. If a Yankees fan does that, piece of shit scumbag, he's just yelling at a man that's working hard, trying to go to a baseball game.
Yeah, but if it was a Yankees fan doing it, it probably would have been like an 8-year-old girl yelling, fuck you. Because they train them to be garbage early on.
No. No, everybody just wants to look at the Yankees and be like, this is like, if your team did this, if your fans did this, it's fine. Also, nobody talks about the fact that the Dodgers stole game one because they were the fan interference that they called a double on Glaber. They were like, yeah, it was a double. It's like, well, ball wasn't over the fence yet. There's no way to tell. He leaned over. Like, that guy should have been ejected. He wasn't ejected. He didn't get ejected from the game. Why didn't he get ejected?
There's no rules in LA.
He didn't get ejected at all. And then game goes to overtime. Guess what happens? Yankees don't win in overtime. It should have been game over in the 9th inning, but no. And then we just pretend that didn't happen. But fuck this guy, right? Fuck this guy who had no effect on the outcome of the game. Fuck that guy.
Do you think Garrett Cole's going to throw an inside fastball to Freddie Freeman today?
I don't care. Don't care.
6 games in a row with a home run in the World Series is insane.
I don't
just walk him.
And then they said that what was the other Yankees are bad people clip? They yelled something at Fred, or they yelled, "Freddie, you suck," and they're like, "This guy's mom died of cancer." And I was like, "Well, I don't know if that guy knows that. Like, that guy's in the fans. He's behind him." It might have been doing the. Did they do the stand up?
Talking. It's fans.
Did they do the stand up to cancer thing?
They did.
Okay, which we're very anti-cancer on this podcast. Kind of a weird thing though. Like, hey, stop real fast. Let's talk about death. Like, people that have died. Bill Burr does a really good bit on that where he's like, hey, I know you guys came here to get stoked. A lot of you are probably wasted. It's the World Series. But right now, we're going to talk about abortion. All right? Let's talk about abortion. Something that's really gonna bum you out. It's like, I know that's raising money. I understand what they're doing. But, like, I think if you're a drunk fan, you're just like, fuck you, dude. Like, you're down 3-0. My team's down 3-0. I'm hurting. I am feeling pain right
You're
now.
in pain.
They're lashing out. That guy was just lashing out. And honestly, like, the Yankees aren't going to come back, but like, that guy needs, like, they banned him from tonight's game. He should just get a box.
I hope,
just give him a box.
Well, I hope he goes somewhere else in the crowd and just wears like a fake mustache.
Mustache with the glasses.
Like, like I hope he tries to go full Portnoy on it. Like, just bring him in anyway. Have a terrible disguise that it's obviously him, or better yet, if he just wears like the fake nose glasses with the mustache on it.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's 2 guys. We keep saying guy, but I heard one argument. It's the only one I will allow for why it was a bad thing. Because if they were to let this go, and Phillies fans were like, we can do this now, those garbage people would, like, eventually there'd be like a guy going for a foul ball, and as his glove is out, a Philly fan is like putting his ass over the railing and just poops right in his glove.
Right, but also the Packers a couple weeks ago, Texans played at Packers, and I can't remember who it was, scored. He tried to jump into the stands and do a Lambeau leap, and they pushed him down.
Oh,
they were like, no, get the fuck out of here. And they were like, but they didn't get it. But like, it's like, that's the same kind. It's like, no, fuck you. This is my stance. This is my seat. I paid for this seat.
I think they did like pull him out of the seat for a minute, and then they're like, that was obviously playful. And then
like,
they
dude,
let him go back.
Yeah.
They let him go back. That was...
And I mean, this dude was smiling when he's trying to yank on Mookie's glove, so that's pretty playful.
Nobody got hurt, and it was playful. Just have fun with it.
The guy was smiling. Mookie wasn't, but Mookie's a bitch. So, like, who cares? Who cares? Right? I don't care. And then this guy's a season ticket holder. He owns those tickets. He owns those seats. Mookie comes up in here sort of trying to punch him with a ball in his glove, if you think about it. Mookie is flying at him with a glove in his hand with a ball in it, and it's like he's trying to defend his house. This is my house. I paid for these seats. Whoa, I'm being assaulted. Mookie is the one that assaulted him. So really, he acted. He's like, you know what? If you're going to assault me, I'm at least going to take the ball.
It was just funny.
It was funny, and the people just fucking lost their mind.
Everyone's just so in their feels now, dude.
The election's got people on edge, I think, and that's what it was. But like, they made it seem like this was the worst fan thing that has ever happened ever in the history of anything, which it's not. Not even close.
No, like, it wasn't as bad as Bartman.
Bartman's was more innocent than anything, but it affected the game.
But it wasn't as bad. That's why, because it affected the game. It wasn't that bad. Like I said, the out had already happened. Hey, fuck you, Mookie. I'm gonna grab the ball.
What if?
Like, come on, it's just funny.
Do you ever just think like if the Bartman thing happened and like the next play just ended up being a better play, and it was like, oh shit, like he set him up to make a really sick play. Then Steve Bartman is like, they have a statue for him.
Possibly.
Sliding doors, dude. Sliding doors, bro.
Ships in the night.
You never know. You never know. Fan interference, breaking people's brains a little bit.
It's It's just because it's the Yankees.
It's your fucking dude.
It's 'cause
Protect your
everyone
house,
hates the
bro.
Yankees.
Protect your house. All right, that's what you do. Like, oh, when you throw the ball back when they hit the home run, like that could have hit the player. That could have hit him and given him a concussion. This is not safe. That's gonna be the next thing. Like, I am literally shaking.
I hope those dudes just like walked across the street
They did.
into a bar.
They did, and ESPN interviewed him.
But like, I hope as they walk the doors, like, I doubt it would happen this way because everyone's watching the game. But I hope they walked the doors and everyone turned and saw them, and they got like a soldiers coming home from World War II moment, where like everyone just cheered in it, or like that British bar during the World Cup. I hope they got that reaction.
Yep, I agree with that. All right, so fan interference is back. Our final comeback kid of the week is blackouts. I don't know if you've noticed this, Pat, but I feel like every team in the entire world is having a blackout this weekend. Like, all of the we're black, we're blacking out whatever the stadium is.
Oh, I thought you meant like
drunk.
Teams, like teams can't, like you can't view your team because it's blacked out.
No. Like Sam Houston didn't wear, and I'll get into that, but like Sam Houston had a blackout for Louisiana Tech game. Sam Houston didn't wear black. They wore their orange jerseys, but they wanted the fans to wear black. I think U of H is doing that this week.
You guys should have too, because if you had worn black jerseys with the orange helmet,
have black jerseys,
but you can make them
be very spooky.
Like your hat right now, orange logo, black hat, Halloween colors. It would have been perfect. Texas State wore their black jerseys last night. Didn't work. We lost, but that's only because we lost our quarterback.
That's fine. But it bothers me if you don't wear. Like I think A&M did a blackout on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Who else? There's like the Jets are doing a blackout on Halloween. I mean, I get like, is it because it's Halloween and they're like, hey, black Halloween done?
Probably.
That makes
there's
sense.
too many of them doing it for it to not
like
be the
7
reason.
or 8 teams that are having blackouts this weekend, and it's like we can't all have blackouts, okay?
But I think you can if you all acknowledge that it's Halloween. We're doing black jerseys for Halloween.
Say Halloween blackout. Nah, let's black out the whatevers.
What if the Browns like made their helmets look like pumpkins for this game? That'd be dope.
Why don't they? They played on Halloween last year or the year before. And it was like, how the fuck are you doing this? It was Browns and Bengals, so it was just two black and
because the NFL's super weird about their helmets.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Giants are wearing fucking Michigan helmets.
They just eased it up a little bit, but it was like you can only wear one helmet all year.
Shell.
Like, why?
Concussions, and then they realized it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, I mean, the Packers wore their white helmets last week. It looked great. Or was that 2 weeks ago? I don't know. It looked great.
It was 2 weeks. Doesn't matter.
Different helmets are fun.
Doesn't matter.
Different helmets, different.
It gives people shit to buy.
Oregon was shit, and then they're like, we're just gonna make lots of cool jerseys and hire Chip Kelly, and then they became
100
cool.
jerseys. You're gonna love it.
Different uniforms are fun. Just have fun with it.
Well, a big thing is like when you have like a white out or a black out or a red out or a whatever color out, and you are not wearing that color, that bugs me.
Yeah, that's weird. Like when Penn State does the whiteout, it's great
because they wear their whites.
The
don't they?
entire stadium is just a blanket. It looks like a blanket of snow. They wear their all whites.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it this weekend. I think they have whiteout
against the
game this week.
blackout.
Yeah. It's iconic. It's great. But like, yeah, if you're going to have a blackout, you have to match the color or whatever out. You have to match that color for your fans.
It must be why Trump's in Pennsylvania.
Get the white out.
I heard they had a white out. I knew where to be.
Even though the blacks love me, we're having a white out at the polls.
White out the polls, white out Beaver Stadium or whatever it's called at Penn State. Happy Valley. Wipe that out. But yeah, blackouts are back. Just like what's the craziest is when they do the whiteout, and it usually happens in like playoff games for NHL and NBA where they give everybody the shirts and it'll be like, it's a whiteout game. We're in a whiteout, whatever. And then the other team is the road team, so they're wearing whites. That looks the stupidest.
Yeah.
Like you can't wear the color that the other team's wearing and be like, we're whiting them out. It's like, no, they're wearing white though. Don't do that.
A green out or Anaheim Ducks, if they did an orange out with their new orange jerseys, that'd be sick.
That would be cool.
Because not a lot of teams have the orange, so it pops.
It's a very successful rebrand that they've done where they just incorporated the old logo, made it look sicker, and then made it not too modern, but still modern enough.
Hey, I know we suck, but like new jerseys.
Done. And then, yeah, it works.
You just got to look cool. I'll bet on you.
I watched a Ducks game the other day just because that was what was on, and I was like, well, they have cool jerseys. I'm an easy guy to please.
Makes it fun.
Easy guy to please. Blackouts, though. Let's work on those. Maybe not. Maybe we alternate the weekends we do the blackouts. That's all I ask. Just doesn't. It's not as special when 55 teams are doing it.
Yeah. But, you know, Have fun.
Have fun.
You don't get to go see 55 games.
That's true.
You get to go to one.
That's true.
Everyone wants to participate. Representation matters.
Nothing worse though than going to a game that's got like a blackout or a battle red or whatever, and you're like, "Fuck! I didn't know this was the thing today."
Just do a brown out and then play the brown note so everyone shits their pants.
That would, yeah,
that'd be a great one.
Everybody in white pants is in for a bad day.
That's why I don't wear them.
Yeah, not a great idea.
I had a pair of white shorts in college, and then one time I sharded a little bit, and I exited real quick.
Whoops.
My friend was like, "Did you shit your
reverse?
pants?" I was like, "No, dude. I had dip on my fingers, and I scratched my ass."
You Paul Pierce.
By the way, I'm gonna get out of here.
You gotta
put my back to the wall, and I got out of that party, dude.
Is that period blood on your pants?
I never asked my buddy, but I should be like, after I left it, everyone was like, "Pat shit his pants, didn't he?"
Oh, they probably did.
A little bit.
You're that meme where you're like, they have no idea I shit my pants. And you're in the corner of the room and everybody's like, that guy fucking shit his pants. Oh my God, can you smell it? That guy just shit himself.
It wasn't a full on. It was just like,
make that meme.
I trusted a fart a little bit too much.
Yeah, no, it happens to the best of us.
Especially in college when you're probably 15 beers deep.
Yeah, and you just get a little confident. You get a little overconfident. You're like, this is good.
It's that young colon confidence that you just, as you get older, you learn
it
to
betrays
not trust
you. It betrays you once, and then you're like, okay, we can't do that again.
Yeah. Or you just playing around it. I've never bought white pants
Astros, Yankees, Minute Maid Park. Never forget it. That's my Alamo. My Alamo. All right.
That's my Alamo.
I lost the battle, but I learned a very valuable lesson.
That might be me shitting my pants in white shorts in college. That might be my Alamo.
We all have an Alamo moment. If you'd like to shit, hey, just hashtag Alamo moment.
I don't think it's Alamo. That's not because the Alamo's your last stand.
No, because you lose. You lost the battle.
But you made a stand. I did not make a stand.
But you lost the battle, and then it made you a better person. So you're ready to win the battle going forward.
What's one where where they got wiped out and just you got
300.
beaten and but they made a stand.
Right, but like you did make a stand, just not a great stand because it failed.
I feel like Emma made a stand for you.
She did make a stand.
That was her Alamo moment. That's what it was.
A real MVP. All right. Speaking of things that are not cool, that's what we're about to do, the not cool segment, where we encourage you guys. It's our venting session. What happens to you throughout the week that makes you say, hey, man, that's not cool. If you stub your toe, not cool. If you get run over by a bus, also not cool. There's just varying degrees of it. Hit us up on Twitter. We're at Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter. Use the hashtag PTG not cool. That's how we'll search for them, at Pass the Gravy Pod, hashtag PTG not cool. And we'll pick a couple of the best submitted by our listeners, viewers, readers, sign languages. Ooh, Robert, can you start learning sign language and then just sign the entire podcast? And then put you in like a small box. So like if you're watching on YouTube, but you're also like, you're hearing impaired, instead of having subtitles, because why would we want to caption it? That would be too easy. You have to learn a whole language. I did take sign language. I'm not good at it. But you just do the sign language. Or you just do the thing where you just make up sign language, and then that would also be funny. Just do like a 5-minute loop of you just making up signs.
The same thing.
Put it at the bottom corner. And we also had Robert translate all of it.
Yeah, I might have to do that. I'll get on that.
I can't remember who it was. It was, I don't know the person's name, but there was some like.
There was someone who
in
did.
politics or whatever. And it was like, yeah, the whole speech, they were making it up.
Yeah, they just showed up and volunteered their services.
Like they didn't check to see, like, are you ASL certified? Like, yeah, totally.
That was one of my favorite snake it till you make it moments.
You're just like doing the Macarena. And they're like, what? All right, you're just doing the disco dance. Now that's not even. Is that the gritty? That's not what he's saying.
We should have figured it out when their sign for IC was pointing to one eye and then both eyes.
They did the Napoleon Dynamite dance with the bird. That was weird.
He just was doing the robot at one moment.
Before we get to the not cool segment, there are a lot of things in life that are not cool. One of those things for you will never be Little M air fresheners, because those fix a lot of not cools. A not cool would be a stinky car. Got a stinky car? Go to littlemshop.com, littleemshop.com. Get you one of the best air fresheners on the planet. I don't know. Maybe go with the Little Ice, the out of this world Little Ice scent. Pretty solid. The Rad Miami Beach scent. Maybe you go with the Fresh to Death scent. That's actually, if I had to go favorite scent, Fresh to Death is my favorite scent. Favorite design, I'd probably go Out of This World. That's probably where I'd go.
I think the Rad is my favorite design.
Yeah.
Favorite scent, probably the Ice.
Little Ice.
For me,
Yep.
I love the ice.
Yep, that's a good one too. And if you spend $10 or more at littlemshop.com, you're gonna get free shipping. You can also get 10% off of your order when you use our promo code PTG69 at littlemshop.com. They also have compact mirrors. They got digital prints, customizable stickers. They have ready-to-go keychains and also customizable keychains and a bunch of other retro-inspired tchotchkes. The number one place on the internet for retro-inspired tchotchkes is littlemshop.com. They're at Little EM Tweets on Twitter, at Little EM Shop on Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. littlemshop.com. A lot of things in life might not be cool. Little M Shop is never going to be one of those. Promo code PTG69 at checkout at littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kids segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
And obviously by Comeback Kids segment, I meant not cool segment, clearly.
I was like, wait, do we do the not cool segment yet? I almost pushed that button.
And so when you started playing it, I was like, oh, did he fuck up? And then I looked down at I looked down at the prep sheet and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Let's start with some listener and viewer submitted not cools. Again, at PassGreatPod, hashtag PTG not cool. That's how you reach out to us. This is Sebastian Viescas writes into us. It's the first time we've heard from him in a minute. I believe Sebastian's our paintball buddy. We went to Vegas to play paintball with his team. At Carbalac 23, Carbalac 23. Sebastian says, my not cool for the week is that I went on a bike ride yesterday. I was 3/4 of a mile in and I got a flat tire. I took a spare tire tube and tools with me for this reason, changed out the tubes, but the spare was defective and wouldn't air up, so I had to walk back home. That is like, you had every prep set to go, you know, that sucks. You're like, oh, well, if this happens, don't worry. Got it. Still fucked.
Yeah, you're just trying to get a little biking exercise in, and then you got to walk and carry. You're like, this is not the exercise I was trying to get.
Riding a bike so I didn't have to walk.
I'm sorry, but that
Double
sucks.
T's and P's, brother. That's a really good one to start us off with. T's and P's, Sebastian. Thanks for sharing with us, buddy. This is from Nicole Issa on Twitter. She is at Nicole Arted. Get it? She's an artist. Nicole Arted. I like that. Very good handle, Nicole. Nicole says...
Sounds like Nicole farted.
That's bet. Nicole says, her not cool is when your windows fog up when you're driving and trying to screw with the AC.
It's probably just because you farted.
Oh, yeah, because the heat and the cool mixes up with it. That is a very frustrating... typically, I guess I only really have that mostly when it's like cold and then I'm trying to turn the heat on, but then you have to like get through that happy medium where like, all right, I'm just not gonna be able to see for a second. Then you have the little hand squeegee marks that you make, and then they go away, and it's like, oh, I can see where my smudges were from this morning.
I'm driving 65 and leaning over my steering wheel.
It's fine. It's fine. Then you just figure it out. All right, now you what is the key? You turn it down to where it just blows down on your feet, and then it doesn't fog up the window as much, or you just put the defogger thing up on there. But yeah, that does suck. And like there is just like a 10 to 15 second blind spot that you just had to hope you're not driving very fast or far. So
can be scary, but also it's a thrill.
Yeah.
But mostly scary.
Mostly scary, though, I would say. But shout out Nicole. That's a good, not cool. Good, not cool. This one is from Todd Voss. He attached a picture to it. So maybe we throw the picture up on there. Let's see. But Todd says, oh, wait, what am I? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you can throw that picture up. No, don't, because he has this school name. Don't throw that picture up. But Todd says, I was at my second grader's musical, and I had an obstructed view because this person and another one in front of her had to get video and kept recording the whole time. So, yeah, that's basically exactly what he describes. There's a lady in front of him with her phone out, and then a lady in front of that lady with her phone out as well. And I feel like that is probably pretty annoying. Like, I understand that, hey, well, you should have got there first, but you don't have to record the whole thing. And you can also go to the side probably and record it without being in front of everybody doing that.
Yeah, but then they don't get the straight on in the aisle. I remember like when we were kids, they would be like, don't record, we're recording, you can get them afterwards. Like you can order it. But then people are like, I don't want to pay for it. I'll just film it on my phone. You're not going to fucking watch it anyway.
It's like fireworks videos.
You're not. Let's
You'll probably
sit
show it to
back
the kid. The kid probably wants to watch it. Like, Mom, you let me see me.
But the kid's going to lose
watching
interest
themselves.
after like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
It's one of those things where it's like,
You get.
this is for
like,
no one.
It's like concerts. Like you get 2, 3. You get 2, 3, and I feel like that's a pretty lean. Like I'll give you 2, 3 whole songs if you want to record that. I'm not gonna like that, but like, all right, you should be able to do that. You can't record the whole fucking concert. Don't do that. It's weird.
It's terrible.
All right, hey,
it's impossible.
I get that it's your kid. It's a little bit different in this situation. I understand that, but notice Todd's not doing that. Todd's actually talking to a podcast during that. He's like, "Hey, this fucking bitch won't get out of my way." Like,
he took one picture.
Yeah, that's what I like about Todd. He's a simple guy. He has memories up here. He remembers that. All right.
He's in the moment.
Here's what Talia was doing, or Justin was doing.
You should have asked her to move.
There you go. I like that. I like that. T's and P's, Todd. You were 100% in the right on that. 100% in the right. Next one is from Jordan Welch at J_Welch2795 on Twitter. Jordan says, My not cool is that my cousin's next door neighbor parked their trash can in front of my truck just to be assholes to me. Petty people, and they're always nuisances.
Just move it back behind theirs, like Alex does with the shopping carts.
Yeah, it's really the best.
I mean, it's a pain in the ass that you have to do it, but
with the shopping cart,
knock it over.
What you got to do with the shopping cart is you got to see them like not putting it back, and instead of berating them, you got to be like, "Oh, is this yours? Yeah, I'll take that for you." And then you just leave it behind there, and then they think you did it, but then they already think you did the good thing. If they just see you grab it, they might be like, "This guy's up to something." You act like you're doing them a favor. Oh, my bad. I was going to just like you were, and I forgot.
You do like pee in a cup and then pour it into their trash can, so then it's just going to smell like pee forever.
That's actually not awful, but
like it's awful, but it's great.
No, I'm saying like that's not an awful idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say poop in it, but that then you got to like get
over
the top.
Just take it. Like trash cans are a pain in the ass to get back and to get another one.
Or
like, do you not remember when or did your dad? That was like a big thing when it was a chore when we were growing up. That was like, you fucking don't bring the trash cans in. They're gonna blow away. We're gonna have to buy a new one from the fucking city. Like that was like a big worry for my dad at the time. I don't know why. I was like, I feel like the city will just bring you. Like, I don't know. But like I thought that trash cans were $1 billion
right
from the city.
You should
get a
like,
permit.
What you do
Take
is
the trash can.
Next time they do it, just bring it back to like their front door and put it right in front of their front door with the handle facing out. So like when they step out, they can't like really get a good grip on it.
Fill it with
and
water.
Like leave a note on it that just says like, "Hey, I think you accidentally misplaced this behind my truck. I brought it back to you." So then when the trash comes by in the morning, if they don't get out in time, their trash doesn't get picked up because it wasn't on the curb.
Or just fill it with water and then lean it
pee.
against the door. I don't know if you get that much pee.
Well, yeah, you're not going to fill it up, but
We'll fill it with water and then pee in that water.
pee on the handle.
And yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
And then just lean it up against the garage or against the front door and then like, oh shit, you left this here.
Or maybe
And
like
then,
find some
no,
dog
it's
poop
all
on the
wet.
ground and put it right on the handle.
I don't know. I feel like the move is to just take the trash can because that inconveniences them more because now they can't take their trash out. And I think a lot of places don't pick up your trash unless it's in the trash can. So that would be a really good like, oh, okay, host. I don't know what happened to that, dude. Like it was right in front of my car when I left.
Just have a petty brainstorm.
I know that
session
I
with your
didn't do
cousin.
anything because it was in front of my car. I remember it being there today. And then that'll be your alibi. Check that they don't have Ring cameras.
God, dickhead neighbors suck.
Yeah,
Just
that
be
blows,
cool.
dude. T's and P's, dude. I mean, I know that's like a minor inconvenience, but like that's after a while, it's like that gets to you. I get you. I feel that, dude. Feel that. Last listener viewer submitted not cool. This is from Bro Brad at DeLong Dude on Twitter, and Bro Brad says, just a friendly reminder, the left lane of the toll road has a minimum speed limit of 80 miles an hour. Setting your cruise control on your minivan to 67 will not suffice. Yeah?
Like if you see a car coming up behind you, you have to accelerate.
I never
Even if there's
understand
not room
that.
for you to get over, you have to accelerate until you can get over. Stop blocking the fast lane.
I don't understand the like, 14 cars have just passed me and then gotten over in the left lane. It might be me. Like, just be aware. Just be a little aware.
That drives me nuts. Or like when you're getting on the highway and you accelerate to get over, and the person in front of you that's also getting on, you're like, oh, maybe they're not because they're not accelerating or getting over, and they wait all the way until that last second. Like as soon as you can get on, get on. Don't keep going in the get on lane and then get over at the last second. Just get on, Because then I'm trying to accelerate around you, and all of a sudden you're putting on your blinker, and I'm stopping to let you go, but then you don't go, and then and then it's just creating a stop. Just learn how to fucking drive, people.
Yeah, dude. 100%. 100%.
It's just basic common knowledge and common decency.
A lot of people don't have that. A
I
lot of
hate
people
it so
don't.
much. Dude, like 5 times in the last 2 days, I've done the drive-by stare. Like, I have to look at you to see how stupid you look.
I like that.
I'm gonna hurt my neck one day doing it. I've been doing it so much.
Yeah.
Lately.
It'll get you. It's good. It's good stretching, though.
It is.
Good stretch, too. So maybe keep doing it.
I've got good neck mobility.
Yeah. You got to keep that going as you get older. I can go first. Go for it. I have a late edition, but you guys, if you're watching the video, we're not where we normally record because somebody is where we normally record. And I know that I don't really have a reason to be mad about it, but I am, if that makes sense. Like, we do this every Wednesday. This is our thing. We do Wednesday. We do it in that room every Wednesday. Now we're really going to put a plaque up on the wall. Like, I'm going to order it, like the Braille version of it too. Like, it looks like a school. It'll just be the Harambe Memorial Pass the Gravy Studios, brought to you by iHeartMedia, presented by LittleMShop.com. And I'm going to just tape this to the door. Pass the Gravy has it reserved from 3 till 7 on Wednesdays. And then just see if it does anything.
That'd be great if they like take it down and remove it with one that says "nuh-uh."
Yeah. But also, if they ask me like how it got up there, like, I don't know. I didn't put that up there.
Must have a fan in the.
Like, I thought
building.
you guys did that. I was honored, honestly. I was gonna come say something to you and be like, "Hey, thank you guys so much." Like, I thought that was a really cool move. Like, we have you on camera putting it up there with security camera.
It wasn't me.
That doesn't look like me.
If Shaggy taught us anything,
He's
you could
wearing
say
a
it
New
wasn't
York
me.
Giants hat. He's got every facial feature of you. That's the shirt you were wearing today. Nah,
Must have been a Halloween costume.
not me. Couldn't be me.
I thought that was Tessa.
So yeah, that's my first not cool. My other not cool, and my main one is I got in a wreck on Thursday last week, and I blame myself because I was having a conversation after a meeting, and I could have left earlier or later and had not put myself in that situation, and then I would have been fine right now. It was technically my fault, but it was when I turned to go home. It doesn't matter. I was turning left, like the road that I live on. I was getting ready to turn there, and before there's another left-hand turn that you could take, and somebody like jutted in front of the car in front of me and tried to turn left there, and then I guess that's not where they were going, so they jutted back out, got in the right lane, and then last second again cut across 2 lanes of traffic into the left turn lane, and then that wasn't it either, so they turned back, but by that time the other car in front of me had to slam on their brakes, and then I had to slam on my brakes and just slid and hit them, and their car was not damaged. Like, it already had like kind of a messed up bumper a little bit, but it was a work truck, and the guy was like, "Yeah, we're good." Like, the guy that I hit got out and was like, "What the fuck was that guy's problem?" And I was like, "Yes, yes." Also that, and I was like, "He did that early. He did that like right before." He's like, "Yeah, I don't know what he was doing," but the guy was really cool. I gave him my insurance and stuff. He hasn't contacted me or anything like that, and I don't think he planned on it. But my car, it hit his bumper where my left bumper then was pushed into my tire. So I was like, if I drive this, it's going to pop the tire eventually. So I had to like drive it to a parking lot, and I could just smell rubber the whole time I was driving it. And like the guy that I hit was like really cool because he had a bunch of like tools in his truck. It was like, or in his van, it was like, let me try and pull the bumper back so you can drive it to the place. And it just didn't work. So I had to get it towed. And now I'm playing the game where you just call the body shop every day. I'm like, what's up with this car? Can you give me an update on it? Can you call me tomorrow? And then they don't call you the next day. And you're like, what's up with this car? Can you, how's it going? And then they're, yeah, boss, we'll probably get it to you by Wednesday. And I was like, cool. Well, today's Wednesday, not going to get it by Wednesday. And he thought earlier it might be Thursday. Now I don't think he's going to get it till tomorrow. And he's like, yeah, probably going to be Monday, Tuesday, boss, which I'm assuming means Friday next week. So I'm just doing the thing where when my wife is not working, I can take her car, but most of the time I'm just Ubering everywhere.
That's fun.
I feel like a real city kid. Calling a taxi. But so that's fun. Just $15, $20 to go everywhere all the time. Pretty cool. But it was weird because it's like, yeah, I hit him, but I don't even care. Like, I was mad that it wasn't even him. It was the guy in front of him. And that I've never been in a situation where it's like, no, fuck that guy that's not here. That guy did this. So fuck that guy.
Did it make you want to get a dash cam? No.
Because I don't know if I would have caught him on the dash cam. I would have seen the car, but yeah.
You got to get a good one. Like I follow like 3 different dash cam like things on Instagram.
Dude,
and I just watch accidents all the time.
They're pretty electric.
But on a lot of them, like you can see the cars ahead. Like it gives a good feel of it. You just got to make sure you get a good one. Like one of the ones I follow is he's a truck driver, so he's got one, and all he does is it's just him yelling at people driving like dickheads around him.
Or like when you see people try and do they back into you and make it look like you hit them. And it's like, well, I got it on a dash cam. That sucks for
They get
you.
out like holding their neck.
And they
like,
do that. Oh. And then like, well, I got it on a dash cam, so we can go look back at it. And then you can just say like, oh, fuck.
You see like one of them in the video, like, and they're looking like,
I already
fuck,
called the
they've got a dash
cops.
cam.
Don't worry. I got called the cops. Like, oh, don't drive off yet. Don't drive off yet.
If you do, I've got you on
we
cam.
got the license plate.
You'll get fleeing the scene as an extra charge.
But yeah, so getting a wreck, not fun. And just, you don't realize how much you need your car until you don't have your car. And it kind of sucks. Shout out for Uber, though. It's really helped out a lot.
Shout out Uber.
What about you guys? What y'all got for not cools?
I've got 2. One of them's not mine. It's for my GM. He got food poisoning. That sucks.
That is a huge fear of mine.
So I had to work alone today, which wasn't bad, but I missed having my buddy at work.
You eat McDonald's recently?
No, he didn't tell me exactly.
I did randomly. I think we were talking about it.
Live on the edge, dude.
We were talking about it last week, and I think it was just like subconsciously in my mind. And I did get some. I believe, Sunday night.
What'd you go with?
Did McDonald's have an outbreak or something?
Yeah, they had some like listeria thing with onions or some shit.
I didn't get any onions. I got like the $5 meal. I'm not sure what burger it is. Like I rarely get McDonald's, so I have no idea what burger it was. Just a regular burger, not Big Mac, and like 4 big nuggets. But my stomach did hurt for like the rest of that night, and then the next day. I didn't feel great.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
But that, and then mine is just my I've got 2 pairs of pants like this that I wear at work. These tan ones that everyone's seen 100 times. No,
you gotta get them tailored, man.
Yeah,
and then well, I might need to now. The other one,
there's one thing Robert and I know. It's the tailored pants. It's the only way to live.
Yeah.
Well, the other one,
you ain't living.
My black
living
pair,
that tailored life, bro.
So my left pocket, I keep my wallet, and I have a multi-tool, like a
knife,
like a
Leatherman
knife thing with pliers and all that good stuff on it.
Multi-tool is just a nice way to say like I'm carrying a weapon.
Yeah. But I use it, opening boxes and stuff like that at work.
But it's funny. It's like I could just say I have a knife on me, but like, and I know it's got.
But
other
it's not
stuff,
just a
like,
knife; it's a multi-tool.
It's just like a dad way to say like I'm carrying, I'm armed.
But so yeah, the weight of that over time in the black pants, it kind of like made a hole in that pocket.
Yeah.
So like, and it's actually kind of 2 holes, so it kept like falling through my pants. So I stapled those. I stapled that pocket together. I've washed them like 3 times since. The staples are holding. So it's been okay,
good.
but I, as we were doing the podcast today, I can feel one's happening in this one now too. I'm like, I gotta break out the stapler or buy some new pants.
I had that with shorts. With my keys would just pop like through the shorts at a certain point, and then I got my mom to sew them all up, and she sewed up all the pockets. It's awesome.
I like noticed it at work earlier
sewing.
today, but like I didn't really. I was like, it feels like there's metal touching my leg, but like I was just busy, so it didn't put 2 and 2 together. And now I'm like,
I'm just stabbing myself a little bit.
I'll just keep wearing it. I won't do anything about it until it falls out of my pocket in like the middle of the restaurant. It makes a loud bang or if I'm lucky, it'll fall down my pants, and then the metal will land right on the like outside bone of my foot, and that'll hurt a lot. That's happened before. So I'm just playing a garbage game of chicken with myself at this point.
Yeah, man, can you imagine just like going through life every day, Robert? With like jeans, they're just generically fitted for everybody.
Yeah,
around your size. Like,
see, the jeans are immaculate. Those pockets never wear out.
They're just you got pockets falling apart. Like my pockets, luckily, they're just fitted right to my body. Mm-hmm. Like I don't even have to worry about it. They contour to me.
But I might get fatter.
True, but
I'll probably get fatter though. So then I'll have to tailor them again. I ain't doing that.
No, that's the beauty of it. You just tailor them as many times as you want.
I'll just buy new jeans for less than the cost of the tailoring.
Also a strategy.
And then, take 3 weeks to break them in and complain that they're too tight the whole time. Give me another not cool for in here.
It really helps me out. Mostly is what it does.
I need things to complain about in life, or I get more unhappy than when I'm complaining.
All right, let's wrap this up. Are we going? Are we going fast on this podcast?
I don't know. Was that just your not cool? Was that you ate McDonald's, Robert? Did you have another one?
I had to go to the hardware store
Okay, let's go.
3 out of the past 5 days.
Ooh, what you building?
I'm not building anything. I'm trying to fix a toilet. The flush handle on the inside of the toilet, like in the tank, it broke off. So we can't use the actual flush handle to flush. We had to like
You gotta
pull
open it and pull.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Open it and pull, and I'm trying to fix that. And on the inside, there's just this a nut, I guess, and I have a wrench where I can screw it, but it is not wide enough. So I had to go buy another one. And then also I had to have some ceiling lights that in the office that I want to change, but it's not a standard bulb. It's apparently E17 intermediate, I found out. It's not a standard. It's not a candelabra size. It's not an extra large one. It's this intermediate size.
When Robert listing the model number, that's a guy that's been to the hardware store a bunch.
A lot.
Yes.
This guy's been to it a lot.
And those didn't work out, so I had to return those. I bought 8 of them. I only needed 6. I didn't realize how many bulbs we have in our fan. And the bulb itself was too small, so it gave like the spotlight look instead of like more of like just natural look. It just was like focused.
Yeah.
I'm like, these don't work, because I want them in the office now that it's gonna get darker soon. I don't like the yellow lights. Mm-hmm. And so if we ever did the podcast back at home, I'd never turn the lights on because it's just too yellow. I had to return those. I also bought a little drain cap for our bathroom sink because the little stopper that doesn't work either.
Dude, mine broke. I was shaving this weekend. Mine broke. I was like, what the fuck do I do now? Because you can't push it down and pull it up. I'm like, well, I'm just stuck. And I tried to figure out, I don't know how to take apart my sink.
Yeah, so I was just gonna buy a little essentially like a hairnet kind of thing.
Yeah,
that you would put in the shower.
You just plug it.
Yeah, and just plug it. I got one that was too big. I just had to go 3 out of the past 5 days, and I have to go again because I did buy the wrench that opens up wider. Yeah. But I never even had a use for the one that I already have, so I'm just gonna return this new one as well.
You want to just collect a bunch of tools? And I'm a tool guy.
No.
Get a toolbox for it.
Mm-mm.
Get a
my
grocery
toolbox?
bag, like a tool bag, like Andy and April had on Parks and Rec.
Or you can just put them all on a
screwdriver
belt,
and
tomorrow for Halloween, he could be Tim the Toolman Taylor.
That would be
I could do that.
A good last second costume.
My toolbox is a FedEx box. That's where I have all my many screwdrivers.
Hey, honestly, it's a box with tools in it.
Dude, it's better than, I don't even have any sort of box. It's just whenever I need a screwdriver, I just have to search around my house for where it randomly is at that time.
I'm bad at that where I'll need a screwdriver with my cable and internet issues I've had where I've been unscrewing stuff to show techs that are coming out to look at it. I'll be like, let me unscrew this plate in the wall right here. Look at this. So I just have 4 different screwdrivers of different sizes around my house. I'm like, fuck, I needed that one. That's either in my bedroom or that's in the bathroom or that's in the podcast room. And then you just have to hunt for it and find it and hope that it works. But yeah, dude, that's a pretty solid, not cool. To just continuously not being able to get it done. And you're like, I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to make things better here. But you got a landlord. You can't be fix this shit.
But the toilet thing, especially too, it's just
you feel like a bitch doing it.
Yeah.
I have a light that I need to do in my bathroom in the pod that we do the podcast in, and it's one of those special lights where it's the rounded top lights. And so I was like, oh, cool. And I just bought 2 regular lights, not that. And all I have to do is call the front office, hey, can you just give me one of these? I'll install it. And I just haven't. So I have a camping light, which is just the light bulb with the carabiner. And I put a tack.
Just put a ring light in there.
I would just put a tack on my wall and just hung the carabiner on that. So it's camping. And I had a friend stay over and stayed in that. Nobody had showered in that room at all until 2 weekends ago. And he was like, where's the light? I was like, oh, it doesn't work. That camping light, just that little tiny. He's like, this is not normal. I was like, no, it doesn't matter, dude. You should just shower during the day then. You're fine. But yeah, solid, not cool, dude. That's probably the best one.
Yeah, super annoying. It's not very simple tax, but
just having to
go back and forth.
It's so repetitive, and you're like, try it again. And then you're tempted to be like, do I just buy these like 4 sizes? So then I just have, but then I have another trip I already know I'm in on. It's the worst.
Not cool.
Really good, not cool. Really
That's
good,
what you
not
get for
cool.
being a return guy.
That's true. Just never return anything.
I had to go back anyway for like because the lights was one
Then
day.
you had to stand in
See,
line.
that's the thing. I would go back and still not return.
I absolutely. I have done just that before. Where you're like,
I don't know. I opened the package. I assume they're not going to take it back. They totally fucking will.
Yeah, because the issues happened separately. Like the lights was like on Saturday, and then like 2 days later.
did you know the guy by then? Was he like, oh, this guy's back?
No, thankfully not. I don't ever want to be like recognized.
Bobby.
Also,
what's up, my dude?
he doesn't have to watch football on the weekend, so he's got his weekends free.
Oh, that's true. God, that's got to be awesome. Maybe I need to do that. Like, I just feel miserable watching football and sports in general right now. What if I just got a hobby? Let's fix Robert's toilet. I'll fix your toilet, dude. Maybe I'll do that.
I wouldn't
Alex just
suggest
came
that.
over and did plumbing. That was weird. He said it made him feel like he accomplished something, unlike the Giants did. Let's move on to our final segment of the show. My favorite segment we get to do every week. It's the answers segment where we answer all of your questions. We start the podcast off with the Precome segment where we bring up our weird ideas, our thoughts, our questions. This is your turn to do that. If you got an idea, if you want us to power rank things, we're the best at power ranking things. Just give us 5 similarly related things. We will rank the fuck out of them and do it well. If you want relationship advice, we can help you with that. Parenting advice, medical advice, all of those things. Anything like that, we got you. At PassingGradePod, use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we'll search for them. You can also email them to us. Just put in the title answers and then send it to PassingGradePod@gmail.com, answers as the subject. But know that we do not check the email anywhere near as much as we check Twitter. At PassingGradePod, hashtag PTG Answers. And a lot of people be like, oh, I don't have a Twitter, Alex. I don't have Twitter. Just make a burner Twitter account, man. All you got, or lady, or whatever, just all you got to do is just make a Twitter account, just tweet at us. Jordan Welch, I think, went away for a little bit, and he's like, I'm going to interact with the gang on Twitter. All right. I love Jordan for that. Jordan can log on. He just tweets at us, and that's how we get our stuff. It works. And Jordan Welch, I believe, no, he was featured on Not Cool. PTG Not Cool. That's how, see? Look at him. Sending us information through the World Wide Web. The answer segment this week is brought to you by PTG Picks. PTG Picks. It's not a show. It used to be a show. Then we realized we didn't watch that show, so we just make it a tweet now. It's not even a tweet from @PassingGradePod, but we will retweet it on PassingGradePod.
Hell yeah.
@GravyGambles is the Twitter account you want to follow. Pat and I gamble a lot. Not as much as Shohei Ohtani probably, but we do gamble a lot. And if you want to see all of our picks each night, @GravyGambles, every Friday and Sunday we post our NFL picks during the season. That's our PTG Picks. You can see those Fridays at 4:30 and Sundays at 11 a.m. If you want to go follow our picks so far throughout the year, I am 14-10. Pat is 12, 11, and 1 on the season. We did have that 6-0 week. That was cool.
We'll always have that.
Well, no one can take that from us. And we were very close to starting 3-0, and then that didn't happen. But the excitement that Pat and I had texting each other, which probably jinxed it,
Yeah.
was like, dude, holy shit, all we got to do.
What if we do it again?
All you got to do, dude, we could be 9-0 in our last 9. Oh my God, we might never lose again. Immediately lost. But we'll get back to that. This week. Pass the Gravy Picks, guys. @GravyGambles, give us a follow on Twitter. And that's if you want to wet the beak a little bit, just follow some of my picks. Maybe sometimes you want to fade us. It doesn't matter. Pass the Gravy Picks, official sponsor of the Answer segment, even though it's not a sponsor.
Well, if you just answer the question. Why don't you just answer the question? Be honest. No big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, our first question for the Answer segment this week, and I asked you guys to send us some spooky themed questions. Not all of them are, but some of them are. This is from Danielle Weston @Danny_Weston on Twitter. And she says, who was the first person to read and how did that person know that they were reading?
So is the first person to read, is it the first caveman to draw on the wall, or is it the first person that he shows?
That's what I was going to say. I think the first person to read has to also be the first person to write.
Like they wrote it down, so then they're
some
reading
sort
it.
of language because
like-
you have to know what you're reading. You can't read something if you can't read.
But that's the thing. Does it take two people for that to actually be like a thing? Because like then the next person has to come in and be like, "Oh, I get. That's a deer. That's a deer." So then it becomes reading, or is it just?
I think it starts.
I made a deer.
Like when you read it and you know when you can comprehend what you're reading. I think that's reading. But I think that the original person to read had to write what they were reading. Like you can't just be like, I can all of a sudden understand this complex thing.
You know, yeah, because J.K. Rowling, he created those languages or
Yes, he did create those
J.R.R.
language.
Tolkien, not J.K. Rowling. J.R.R. Tolkien when he
You should have
created.
gone with it. You should have gone with it.
When he
That would have made
created
so
all
many people mad.
when she created all the elven languages, like he still created the language, so he could read it. Then he had to teach others how to read. So yeah, it's the first caveman to draw on a wall. Or I
And
guess
then you read-
technically it could have been in the dirt
To
first.
draw on the wall and then be like, this is what this means. You have to have meaning to it. Like,
Yeah.
not just, this is a buffalo. And like, do we count reading as like cave paintings? Like, this is buffalo,
Yeah.
bleeding buffalo. This is a buffalo died here.
Yeah, because then the next step up from that was hieroglyphics, but cave paintings were just pre-hieroglyphics.
If
I'm
you,
sure there was languages between that.
Are
but I
you
don't know.
reading art? If I go to like an art museum, could I be like, I spent all day reading? If you're not reading the displays,
No.
you're just looking at paintings, but the paintings are trying
No.
to relay a message, which is what cave paintings were.
No. But see, you're saying cave paintings. They weren't really paintings. They were drawing like man stick figure, deer stick figure.
It was wingdings.
Like they
Wingding
were
font.
They were glyphs.
They're glyphs, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, like with hieroglyphics, what we see is like a fucking eye and a pyramid, but that meant like James came here today. Like
You had to
it
have
had
a
meaning.
Rosetta Stone for it.
Yeah.
But I think that hold on, let me look.
So it's the first person to draw it, to draw the glyphs on the wall or probably in the dirt first. They were probably drawn in the dirt before they were drawn on walls. But yeah, whoever writes it, create it, and then they're reading it.
Oh, it turns out it's not possible to find out who the first person was. Well, this is according to AI, so maybe we don't trust it.
Especially if it's the first one that comes up. That shit is always wrong.
Oh, did you know though? According to this article, the earliest known author was a woman from Mesopotamia.
They probably killed her. Like witch.
Probably a gossip columnist. Right about the 5 things that your Mesopotamian man can do this fall to get you off.
How can I write? How can I talk shit about Becky without her knowing? I'm gonna fucking create a language.
Astrology.
It's like the first thing ever written down was like, Sarah was really mean to me yesterday, and like I feel like it's because she was jealous of my hut, but her hut's actually kind of nice too. But now fuck her forever until tomorrow when we make up and we're best friends again.
If you don't think that's 1,000% how like astrological signs came to be, then like you're crazy. Like some chick was just like, all right, I fucking hate Becky. When was Becky born? December? Well, guess what? You're
December
a fucking Aries, and you know what that means?
You're a
that
bitch.
you're gonna have a fucking bad day, and that Arieses are selfish and conceited, and they only think about themselves. Now, me, I'm a Sagittarius, and obviously, I'm very forward-thinking and considerate of others' feelings.
And people might see me as bossy, but it's really just caring.
Right. That's just how that happened. Like she just found the
100%.
girls that she didn't like, and they had the shitty horoscopes, and then she always had like, well, for my Sag girls, we get this. That's what she called
Or
it.
just
Sagittariuses. First person.
I believe they're actually called sag.
Who was the
bags.
first person to read? It was a caveman or woman, and they did know what they were reading because you have to know what you're reading or you're not reading, right?
Yeah, otherwise you're just doodling.
But you're just staring at stuff. Like the reading
Yeah.
part. Like you have to be able to comprehend it. So I'm gonna just give me a year. What year you go? I'm gonna go 8,000 BC.
I'm gonna
Robert,
go 9,000 BC.
ooh, Robert, are you gonna go 10?
I'll go 10.
You dick. You dick.
Of course, dude. Robert went 10.
Just trying to squeeze me Price is Right style.
Shit. All right. Good question, Danielle. I feel like we didn't answer it, but we tried. We discussed it.
No, it was the first cave person.
All right, next question is from Alex O at Alex McThunder1 on Twitter, and Alex O says, which Halloween monster or villain would win in a Royal Rumble? I'm assuming this is a Royal Rumble of all Halloween villains and monsters. I have 3 possible answers. I started with Frankenstein's monster.
That's what I was thinking.
I was like, that guy gonna fuck shit up because he's big. He doesn't care. He's very strong. But then I thought,
It's not that
kind of
coordinated.
moves a little clunky. I don't know how his stamina is. So it seems like he could be beat. Next, I thought Grim Reaper. Because the Grim Reaper, it's like you touch Jet. Like you can't, like, I
wasn't even thinking about the Grim
I can beat
Reaper.
anybody in a Royal Rumble. Touch, dead. Everybody's dead. Done. Then I thought, who could beat the Grim Reaper? Ghost. Any ghost. Because you don't got to be a great fighter. You just got to outwit, outplay, outlast everybody. If they can't grab you, they can't throw you out of the ring. A ghost, Casper the Friendly Ghost, would fucking win a Royal Rumble. Oh, Grim Reaper, guess what? Already dead. Can't kill me. Ha ha. So Grim Reaper's fucked. I don't know what he does. He probably just gets out of there. So he's like, I can't go this long without killing somebody. I got to go kill somebody. Like, it's just us two. And he's going to leave. Ghost is the only guy standing there. He's not eliminated anybody. He hasn't done anything really productive. He just kind of hung out.
Yeah, my first thought was Michael Myers. It's like you can't stop him.
But he can't stab
He
a
keeps
ghost.
going. But also, Mike Myers all the time does get like knocked over stuff or like will get thrown downstairs.
Jamie Lee
He just
Curtis
always
fucks
gets-
him up.
And that's why I was like, well, you know what? He could get knocked out of the ring and then you're out. And then I was
Yeah.
like, well, I need someone with supreme agility. A werewolf would be really good. Like you throw him over the ring, all of a sudden he catches back on the ring with one hand, curls himself back under. But I think you nailed it with the ghost because even if you
And
are
werewolf, what if it's not full moon?
you can't touch the ghost, but even if you get the ghost out of the ring,
He's hovering.
he's hovering.
Yeah,
He's not ever going to
got-
touch the ground. It's a ghost.
He's got you on that.
It's got to be the ghost wins the Royal Rumble. Because even, like I said, you throw him out of the ring, bam, never hits the ground, floats right back
And
in.
not going to be like a statistically like dominant dude. You're not going to be like, wow, this guy had 18 limbs. Like you're going to just be like, this guy had 0 limbs,
No,
0
here's the
deaths.
thing, though.
though. He's a camper.
I know you can't touch a ghost, but could you blow a ghost with a fan?
He could probably fly away though. He could always just rise.
And you would have to bring a fan with a giant cord into the ring. It's just not practical.
yeah, you don't have an extension cord. You're gonna have to go out and make sure that thing's plugged in because the ghost could just hover and then ghost it away,
So yeah, it's got to be the ghost.
right? But like you got like the logic. I went was like Frankenstein, obvious answer. But what else? Grim
But if-
Reaper, really good answer because he like Grim Reaper wipes out everybody but the ghost, and the ghost probably depends on the Grim Reaper to be the final 2 with him.
But here's the thing. I think the Grim Reaper only kills you like if you've got a soul, and I feel like all these Halloween monsters and villains don't have souls. So touching them wouldn't necessarily do anything.
But ghost doesn't matter. So ghost is ghost.
But
is
if not a
the final answer.
ghost, I think I go werewolf.
What if it's not a full moon? What if it's not a full moon,
but
dude?
the strength. We talked about this earlier with Teen Wolf. You don't need the full moon. That was a lie. We already talked about that documentary.
You're right.
So I think
right.
the strength and agility combo
That was just
of the
one wolf.
werewolf,
That was one teen wolf.
his dad too,
Fuck, you're right.
and then Jason Bateman. So if not the ghost, then I go
Third time's
werewolf.
charm. Yeah.
But I think it's ghost.
It's ghost.
Yeah.
It's got to be ghost. It's got to be ghost. All right. That was a really good question, Alex. Oh, I liked that one. Getting us into spooky season, spooky day perfectly. Josh Treecottle at Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter has a power rankings for us. He says, power rank these Halloween candies. We got candy corn, Reese's, Starburst, Kit Kat, and candy apple. I think this might be the easiest power rankings of all time, but I want Robert to start.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Chocolate isn't candy. So
you do this every year.
It definitely is though.
chocolate isn't candy. So
But I mean, maybe not. But none of these are chocolate by themselves.
Oh man, he's gonna get it. I forget this is a take he has every year that triggers me.
I mean, technically, you could make the case that only 2 of the things on here are candy.
So those are your 1, 2, I would imagine.
you could make that case.
All right, what you got?
I wasn't gonna go with this, but I'm gonna do it now.
You gotta make a
I'll
graphic.
fucking do it.
Don't test me. I'm going Starburst number 1, candy corn number 2, candy apple number 3, Kit Kat number 4, Reese's number 5.
Okay.
All right.
I'll go next.
Okay.
First of all, I would have had Snickers over all of these if Snickers was on there.
Also would have had Snickers too.
So, but that's not on there. So respect the exercise.
I liked the amount,
And not
like
a
there were
candy.
random
I'm gonna go
assortments.
I'm gonna go Kit Kat 1 because I feel like the only time I actually eat Kit Kats is candy size around Halloween.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
like it's not a Halloween candy, but it is mainly Halloween for me. So
You get
Kit
on
Kat
Halloween, it's
1.
Halloween candy.
I will go. I'm gonna go Reese's 2. Same thing. I don't eat a lot of candy anymore.
Yeah.
But a good Reese's
A lot
cup
of
is so
hesitation
good.
on that
Good
one.
Reese's cup is so good. I'm gonna go candy apple. No, I'm gonna go candy apple number 2. Candy apple 2. It's the only time I ever eat them is Halloween. They are very cumbersome and difficult and sticky and messy.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic. A candy apple is
right.
so delicious. So that's 2. Reese's 3. I'll go Starburst 4. I think that's an anytime.
Also agree.
And then
But it's a good Halloween candy though, because you get like a bunch of them. So you're like, cool, I have 6 candies instead of just 1 candy.
And I'm going candy corn 5. I like candy corn. I'm one of those weird sons of bitches. I do think it's nice, and I'll even go so far as delicious. It's got its own flavor profile. It's not for everyone. It's like cilantro. But people that like it really like it. I'm only going because the other ones are better candies. I still like it a lot, but the other ones are just better.
Okay.
But that's why candy corn is 5. But I'm not one of these people that stands for the slander of the candy corn. I love candy corn. I would always love when nobody would eat their candy corn, and I'd fucking be housing
Yeah.
candy corn for like weeks after.
All right, I'll go next. I got Reese's 1. That's easy out of this group. 2 is Kit Kat. It rocks. 3 is Starburst, specifically the pinks. 4 is candy corn. 5 is
Wow.
candy apple, because candy apple is just a lot, dude. Like, would you is a candy apple better than a candy corn? Because I don't think so.
I do.
I think it's a lot of work. It is, like you said, every argument that you had against it is 100% why I'm like out on candy apples. And I also had to work at a catering place where we had to make candy apples for Halloween, and I hated it.
But remember, as a
hate all
child,
of
when your
it.
mom was like, "We're gonna make candied apples," you
No,
were like,
because we didn't do that.
"Oh, I love doing it."
We
Here's the
didn't
thing.
do that. And then at the school fair, you'd get the one where it was the 4 bangers, and like they had the packs of 4, and it was like cool. And then you just like take a bite. You're like, oh, it's like a cupcake when you're a kid. You're like, I ate the icing.
Do you think of a
Now what?
specific apple when you think candied apple?
Not really.
I think green. Now you can do it with any. I think green goes best with it. You get a little bit of the tartness because those are a little more tart with the sweet of the
Yeah.
caramel. The thing is now though, I don't know if I could eat a caramel apple now because of the beard.
Oh, no way. No way.
It would be like my beard would just be caramel.
You'd
for
be like
weeks.
Wheezy when Wheezy eats like she gets like milk, or she gets like a pup cup. And she just got
just
like
all
all,
in
over her little beard.
I would have so much because especially as you eat it, the heat from your mouth is
Yeah.
starting to warm up that caramel. It gets a little melty. I think it would be a problem, but I would still enjoy it.
I've never had a traditional candied apple, but we would have like these tamarind apples.
Yes.
I've had
Yes.
these.
And it's like a lot of work.
Oh, these are good.
But like they're good, but like I don't want to hold, like I don't know. Like I like that I can just like wolf down a Reese's.
It's like white people are like, let's just cover it in caramel. Latinos are like chamoyan seasoning.
Right?
Yeah.
It's every candy we have. Let's just do it with an apple.
Let's do it that way.
My real list would have been Alex's, but flipped the last 2. It'd be candy apple 4, candy corn 5.
Okay. Candy apple's just like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like
It's probably one of those things where the nostalgia of it ranks it so high in my mind. I loved them as a child, but now if I tried to eat one, I'd be like, this is and then I'd have it stuck in my teeth forever, and I'd be like terrified I'm gonna fuck up a tooth and be like, I gotta go to the dentist. I think that's what it is. I wouldn't eat one now out of fear, but also if it was in front of me, I'm gonna fuck up a candied apple.
Halloween is like the #1 candy holiday, I would say, over Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's number one.
But like,
Even Easter can find its way in there a little bit too. I think that's still 3.
More God.
Yeah, but you get a
related.
lot of candy on Easter.
Yeah, that's true. But like, how many candy versions of fruit and vegetables do we really need? I feel like candy apples,
As many as you can make.
candy corn.
Candy's great.
Like that's a real Halloween thing that they do. They just
I've never heard of candied beans, but I bet they'd go good
Boston
with
baked beans, right?
chamoy
Isn't that a
and
candy?
seasoning.
The candied like pecans.
Candy pecans, yeah.
It's not a vegetable, but a Baby Ruth with peanuts on it.
Right, but it's not marketed as like candy insert whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like candy apple, candy corn are marketed that way.
Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like candied broccoli would be a step too far.
Which one of you bought the candy cigarettes?
I did.
Was that you? Do you still have those?
So many of them.
Yeah, you buy.
I used
You can
them for
only
like-
buy like 1,000, right?
I used them for like 2 weeks. Oh,
You should bring them.
oh my god, dude! If any,
give them candy cigs.
I was about to say I'm not going to be home though. I'm going to be at work. Maybe so
Leave 'em
tomorrow
out.
night.
Take one. One per child. Leave a note.
So the local high school, from time to time after their football games, will deliver like 80 burgers over to them. So as they come off the bus, they've got a nice meal after their game, which they need because they suck and they get their ass kicked. And I got to do it tomorrow night. What if I bring a bunch of candied cigarettes with me? And like the parents will be there too. I'm like, if you guys are cool with it, maybe I just hand them out to the parents. Be like, you guys remember this when you were kids? You guys want some candy cigarettes?
There's no way that those are not expired.
I don't think they go. Dude,
I don't think they do.
It's made of chalk
They're
and sugar.
chalk.
They don't
It's
go
not-
bad.
Yeah, I don't think it goes bad.
I think maybe I should bring them and like because like a few of the parents will get there first to like help set it up or whatever. I think I should bring some back. Y'all want some candy cigarettes? I got some. I bet they'll be like, "Fuck yeah, I do."
That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
I give them each like 2 packs. Like, hand these out to the kids.
But
Oh,
definitely
cool.
leave 1 pack of candied cigarettes out and say 1 per kid. Like just leave a Post-it note on it on your door. Like while
Everyone
you're at
take a
work.
Lucy.
But just a single pack, so it's just 6. It's like
No, dude,
what?
there's like 20 of them.
In each pack? Oh, okay.
It's like with cigarettes, dude. There's a lot
No,
of
I
cigarettes.
thought, yeah, I thought, it was, okay, I guess you're right. You're right. I thought it was those really slim ones that you.
I got to remember to bring the fucking candy cigarettes with me to work tomorrow. I can give them out to tables.
Happy Halloween.
Like Halloween, I've got
Am I right, guys?
I've got throwback candy for free
Today
if anybody
we
wants
allow
it.
smoking inside.
Oh my god.
That'll kill, dude. Just tell your brother to remind you. He'll call you immediately.
I'm setting a fucking reminder. No, because there's a chance I just ignore his text. I'm setting a fucking alarm right now for tomorrow.
That's probably great. It's great. All right. That was a good power ranking, Josh. It was a good power ranking, and it was a good variety, I felt like. Next not cool is from Ashley Wilkins at Buster Healer Mix on Twitter, and Ashley says, would you rather have your balls look like pumpkins or have to walk around with pumpkins on your feet? I would like to
I want my balls to look like pumpkins.
one specification would be like, my balls are not the size of pumpkins. My balls are just pumpkin shaped.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, but they
They can be like
just
the
look
size
like-
of regular balls. They're just like shaped like a pumpkin.
So
Like,
here's
remember
the-
those candy corn pumpkins? You
Yes.
seen those?
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm picturing my balls being like at that point. If they were that size, that's a reasonable size. I'm okay with that. I just don't want pumpkin-sized balls. As long as I'm guaranteed that that's not the
Well,
situation.
they're not pumpkin size. They just look like this.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
what
you
you
got
said.
2
That's what I
little
meant.
pumpkins
That's what I
hanging below
meant.
your ball or your dick.
Right, but like if it's like your balls are like the size of pumpkins, like that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, no, they're not going to be the size.
Right.
It's just an
You have to
aesthetic
stand
thing.
march it with a wheelbarrow everywhere you go.
And I wouldn't want pumpkins on my feet because they would just get smashed.
Yeah.
And then I'd have no feet.
Yeah.
Especially like think of how fast my fat ass would be smashing those pumpkins.
And like you can kind of control who sees your balls. You know.
Then again, if you did have pumpkin feet, you could just be like, they'd be like, "What's your Halloween costume?" Smashing pumpkins.
Yeah, that's good. That works.
But no, pumpkin ball, because that'd be dude. Imagine like you go
Babe,
out on
feel it.
Halloween, you
Feels
meet
like
a
a
girl,
pumpkin.
you go to hook up, you pull down your pants, and you got pumpkin balls.
Yeah.
You're both gonna have a laugh about
You're
that
gonna get
one.
laid all the time on Halloween.
Hey, I got some pumpkin spice for you, baby. Imagine if your cum tasted like
You know
pumpkin
what makes
spice
it?
because
Yeah,
of it.
you know what it makes.
You want a latte?
I got my own latte for you. All right.
Got some milk you can froth.
I keep forgetting people just work in this building also.
Oh God, I really
Not the
hope
same people.
I
Same people we usually are recording next to.
I hope she hears all of this.
So yeah, we're all gonna go. We'd rather have balls shaped like pumpkins.
Yeah.
Okay. What if the like little stem just kept stabbing? That would suck. Well, it's not gonna do that in this situation. Not that. It's not like
I
that.
didn't think about the stem.
No, it
I didn't think about the
it
stem
goes
either.
and attaches, right? That's your the stem is what attaches to your.
I think the stem would still just be hair. The hair would now just
Okay.
look like the stem. All of your hair on your balls would just be localized to the stem.
That'd be weird.
You put little braids on it, look like Johnny Depp's beard in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Let's wrap it up with Glamour Perry at Glam for Life on Twitter. And Glamour says, what hurts more, a paper cut or a splinter?
I can't remember the last time I had a splinter, but and this might be a recency bias because of that. I'm going paper cut.
I think paper cut hurts more. The splinter is worse because you got to get it out. And
Yeah.
that's like a mental block. And like I'm not saying it doesn't feel like it doesn't not. It's not like it's a fun feeling, but you're like, fuck. Not gonna
Also,
my skin.
the spike of pain when it happens is worse with the paper. Like, because everyone's had a splinter where you don't realize it, and then all of a sudden you look down and you're like, fuck, when did I get a splinter?
Yeah, it's like kind of sticking out of a finger. Or
They
whatever.
don't always hurt. The paper cut always.
The
fucking
paper cut,
hurts.
and then you like look and you're like, oh god damn it, I'm about to have so much blood come out, and it's not, and you
It's just
oh
pain.
Great, I'm a little bitch, and I just complain because paper cut me.
My first paper cut, at least that I can remember. I remember in first grade, it was in Miss Poncelet's class. Shout out.
Send this to her, Robert.
Yeah, she used to be my neighbor too. It was a book, but it had like kind of like the plastic-ish pages, and like I cut myself on it, and I didn't know that was a thing, so I didn't say anything because I was like, I cut myself on a book. Nobody's ever done this in the history of mankind before.
I must be just weak.
So I'm in first grade class, just like holding my finger close in a fist, like, oh, don't bleed, don't bleed, don't bleed, don't bleed.
What's wrong with me?
And it hurt like a motherfucker.
Yep.
I didn't know it was a thing. I told my mom about it later. She's like, yeah, you got a paper cut.
Yeah, but until you know that, you're just like, shh.
Yeah, how old are you in first grade? 7, 8?
I think you're 5 in kindergarten, so you're 6 in first
6,
grade.
yeah.
7.
Which means I was probably, and I'm a really late birthday, so which means I was probably 5
Yeah.
or 6, depending on what fucking
How are
grades
you
are.
supposed to know these things?
Didn't know.
You didn't know.
My parents didn't prepare me for that.
You agree, Robert? It's paper cut though.
Yeah, I think so.
Paper cuts suck.
Like splinters may be worse, but you just like you said, you might not even know you have a splinter until you have a splinter. It's paper cut for sure.
Also, Splinter was an integral part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So.
Raised him. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up with our random celebrity generator. I'm gonna pop up the.
I'm going Jason
the first
Bateman.
person. I am gonna go David S. Pumpkins, Tom Hanks,
I'll go Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
If Michael J. Fox comes up, I'm gonna be so mad that I went with the wrong Teen Wolf.
All right.
Paula Abdul is
Paula
up there.
Abdul was the OG that popped up when we initially started it. So here we go. In 3, can you see it on the camera? All right. 3, 2, 1. Sarah Jessica Parker. Ooh, if we had gone
Spookiest looking people.
no, Halloween movie people only, she might have been Hocus Pocus. Huh?
Well, I mean, I kind of did.
Yeah, I did too.
I was thinking that too. I
'Cause,
was, I
like,
was looking up the cast, couldn't think of.
I don't
couldn't-
remember the other 2 people, the other 2 witches in Hocus Pocus. All right, 3, 2,
Glenn
1.
Close,
James Earl Jones.
one of the sexiest
The Lion
voices of all
King,
time.
sneaky Halloween
Sandlot,
movie. A lot of people don't know.
Darth Vader.
Alexander Graham Bell. Ooh,
Kind of Halloween. Invented the telephone.
You
prank
call
calls.
people on Halloween. Tell them Happy Halloween. Obviously, very Halloween based. Joan of Arc. Okay, yeah, okay. we should just come in.
Oh, a ghost came up.
Oh, perfect. We'll end it on that. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant. R.I.P. Bean. R.I.P. Bean. But yeah, so we didn't win that one, and I hope you guys got it right. If you did, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. That's just what I'm gonna say. Happy Halloween, everybody. Be safe out there. Check for razor blades, drugs.
If you find the drugs, send them to Pass the Gravy. We'll make sure to dispose of them.
Yeah, let Robert know, and Robert will come.
Don't send them
confiscate
through the mail.
Do not. Robert will send a discreet carrier pigeon to your location. You will attach it to the carrier pigeon's leg, and then that carrier pigeon will return it to us, and we will dispose of it properly. That is the best way to get rid of your candy drugs.
Maybe we should
kids
get a carrier donkey so he can be a drug mule.
I like that. All right, and on that,
Nailed it.
have a great rest of your week. Love you guys. Happy Halloween until we talk to you next time. Pass the gravy. Yeah, spooky bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Past the Grave. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today.